Ahoy, I'm the comic book hunter, also known as just Hunter.
Hello there, I'm History of the Flash, but you can call me JD.
I'm Tyler, also known as Comic Boy.
I'm Harper, and I just spent $430 on a single comic book issue.
$430! I thought we were talking like $250.
That's
my god,
that's like 20 bucks here, though.
$250 American plus post.
That's like a like a Big Mac.
Oh god!
Wait, how much shipping? What was it?
Well, it was like 250 like USD, but then plus whatever the shipping was, and then there's tax because Australia takes it's like 10% of something, so there's that extra little add-on.
What issue was it for the audience?
Iron Man 108, Demon in a Bottle 9.6.
108, 128.
What did I say? 108.
By the wrong book.
Not even fucking close.
he bought the wrong cover and he spent the wrong money. Oh my god.
Harper! I have. Yeah, can you imagine if I bought one and someone's just written on Sharpie Demon in a Bottle? No, well, I just did it right before we started recording, so I'm still nervous. Because like JD last week where he had the butterflies, I'm just like, fuck.
Yes.
I bought Flash 110 last week for $650, so I guess I can't really talk, but holy shit, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's 2 days' pay.
For the Iron Man.
All right, big flexer.
Yeah.
It's the Iron Man alcohol story. Can you recreate the cover real quick?
It's the alcohol issue.
You're gonna get all sweaty.
Yeah. Just the wide eyes looking in the mirror.
He looks mean in that cover. He looks fucked up.
It's an iconic cover, though.
It is. Yeah. It's well known. For those of you just joining us at Hero Story, Hero Story is a podcast where we spend a lot of money and talk about comic books. We usually start off the episode by except for Tyler.
I don't buy $7,000 CGCs.
I mean, for $400 isn't $7,000.
I can't believe I fucked up the number when Tyler always goes, yeah, Demon in a Bottle, 129.
Yeah, I always say the wrong one. And you were so much more far off than I was.
Yeah, I was 20 issues
off. I'll have that over you forever.
Yeah, you would. We usually start off with the news of the week. After that, we go into the comics of the week. This week's comics are The Amazing Spider-Man number 60, Dark Detective number 4, Aquaman number 2, X-Men something.
15, 16, 17, 18, one of them.
Tyler read X-Men, the rest of us did.
18, I think, potentially.
Okay, well, he'll talk about it. That's it. It's kind of a slow comic week, but we do have a decent-sized news week and a TV show premiered. Superman, Lois, and Clark, and we all watched it. I think JD watched it. I hope JD watched it. he hasn't said anything about it, so I don't know his thoughts.
We definitely.
I never share my thoughts before the podcast. That's good.
That's true. But I always am afraid that you actually oh crap, that came out this week.
Nah, you guys talked about it enough that I watched it.
Okay, so we all watched it. We're gonna give our thoughts on it. We're gonna go over the good, the bad, special things that we noticed, and kind of give a review on the pilot. So, general thoughts. What do you guys think?
Blew my expectations out of the water.
I think it's fascinating that this is like the best Superman thing in a very long time. Mm-hmm. That this CW show about like the B-list Superman and the B-tier Lois is like the best Superman. Well, I just didn't expect it would, I expected to enjoy it on the level of I need something Superman.
Yeah.
But it's like real good.
But think about it, Smallville is arguably the most popular Superman interpretation in live action, right? So, okay.
Arguably, for Reeves Superman, I think it's still.
I would argue that Smallville is just because it went on for so long, but okay, whatever.
I guess so, yeah.
That whole buildup is he's becoming Superman. In the end, he's finally Superman. Mm-hmm. So when you get to the Superman stuff, that's the best stuff. So basically take that show and now get to the Superman stuff. That's what you got in this show. And yeah, I think of course it was going to be great to make a Superman show.
Oh, so you had high expectations?
I had high expectations and it still blew them out of the water. I still thought it was very good, but okay. I came in with high expectations because of Smallville. I thought Superman in TV is where he belongs. Superman the animated series, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I think delicious. Well, not the problem, but I think we were all expecting it to be like current CW where it's, you know,
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like the
widescreen
Flash or
TV and
whatever.
fun and dumb, and it's like, oh, Superman's got his geeky team of whatever. But this was like, it was like a HBO show. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like a CW show.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the teeny drama with his kids, it didn't feel like it was like, Barry, how could you go and do this again? And it's like, calm down, Cisco. You're like 35 years old. Like, what the fuck? It's like,
Well,
but
that's
it
the thing. This is Superman. It's not an origin story. He's been Superman for years, like 2 generations at this
Yeah.
point. So he doesn't need that techie geeky guy to be like, "Well, your speed's
Yeah.
Can
getting
you imagine if
faster,"
they
and-
somehow did that though? That'd be hilarious.
Oh, get the
Because
techie
they would
guy
also
in.
they would also pick like a character that has nothing to do with Superman.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
his
also
tech guy would be like Booster Gold or something.
yeah.
Like they just
Ted
yeah.
Cord comes in to
Yeah.
like be like,
It's
"Well,
almost
Superman, since you
weird.
lost your powers, use the suit here, and we'll talk in your ear, and don't worry,
I
because
think about that a lot. It's like the CW like what the hell is Vibe doing there?
and Killer Frost."
I tried to
Yeah.
explain the first appearance of Vibe, like that he's a nothing burger, that he was a break dancer, and like I was trying to explain this on Instagram like 3 years ago, and no one understood. They're like, no, but he has like portal powers. I was like, no, he was a break dancer in the 70s. Like he was a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about it. But it's strange that CW does that, but it looks like Superman. They're going to be like, okay, let's just stick to Superman and Lois.
It's weird to watch a CW show where Superman rocks up at a place and he just does a thing without being like, what do I do now? Because that's like, you know, whenever, it doesn't matter what show it is in the Arrowverse, someone has always got someone in their ear or someone with them to bounce off of. But this isn't that. This is just Superman doing Superman shit. And it's
Yeah,
like,
the
so
chemical
it was
plant's getting
weird
really
to
hot.
watch.
But he's going to do his own thing. He's going to go freeze the water and take the ice in. Like,
I think it's almost brilliant. Like the CW will make these shows. Like I still like early Flash, but like the CW will make these shows, and then we'll slowly move them to be more kiddie and more dumb. Then we'll do a Superman show. Everyone will expect it to be shit, and then we'll make an actual show, and everyone will go, "This is the
Yeah,
greatest
that's
thing in the
is I was
world."
also thinking about the fact that this now is in the same universe as the Flash and as all those other characters as well, right?
but it doesn't
Yeah,
feel
but
like
they
It doesn't
kinda-
feel like it at all.
No, not at all. But they also kind of wrote over certain things because he proposed to Lois in the Elseworlds crossover, right?
Mhm.
And he was all like bumbling and awkward in the cave, and he was like cooking her a meal or something. But in this, they show the proposal, and it's completely different. I think they're
Well, it's
trying.
also post-crisis. We can say that
No,
this is
that's true.
post-crisis CW. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Things go
because I was thinking
post-crisis.
about how Supergirl's ending, right? And they could, if they won't fold her into that show, into Superman and
Definitely.
Lois, and it's just going to be like night and day. If
Yeah,
they ever
it
do a
will.
Flash crossover, can you imagine the Flash, but like this
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
for an episode, and then you have to go to the next
They,
Flash
they,
episode?
they can do the
Just-
race. I would love that so much.
They'll
Oh,
probably do that.
they guarantee they'll have a crossover there.
I just like, here's the thing. It's amazing how like a cinema kind of aspect ratio and like different color grading can make something just look so much more cinematic. So
Yeah,
this is what
but
Yeah,
even
it's-
I mean, they
some
also
wide
they
shots
shoot it
of the
differently
farm,
completely,
yeah.
but like
Because you know
like
it's
a completely
every
different style.
every single CW show when it's showing where they are, it shows like a wide shot of Vancouver. But here it's more of a lower shot of like Kent
Yeah.
Farm, and here's
Yeah.
here's like an angle.
It's like
the-
perpetually a sunset as well. Like
Yeah,
it's
here's
yeah,
very
I'll
sepia-
put it up
sepia
tomorrow. But
toned.
I wrote like my thoughts on it, and the thing that I loved the most was just like the camera lingering on these small things, like the coffee pot just dripping, or like the
Kent's-
sun
the
about
Kent
to rise
farm.
at the Kents, and everything feels grand. Like I can't believe half this episode was people talking about loans for fucking farmhouses, and I was like, this
Yeah.
is awesome because like it's so not CW. Like you're never gonna see Barry and Iris like they go to
Yeah,
therapy
getting a
in season
mortgage.
4, and it's like this goofy thing where it's like boom 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 boom, and you're just like, okay, who gives a fuck? But this is like so serious. I mean, are we talking spoilers?
Yeah, I think because it's a pilot, it's not a full
Yeah.
season. We're spoiling minor things that happen in a single episode. So, well,
Yeah.
we're spoiling a single episode, of course. But if you haven't seen the show yet and you're listening, even if we said the ending, it's not going to give away any of the enjoyment of the show because there's
Yeah.
no like, oh my god, that just happened.
It gets
You
like
also kind of
my
get
rare
it because,
Superman seal of approval.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You
Yeah.
get comic
Oh,
book
that's
seal of
a thumb.
approval.
Yeah.
Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down then. All right, 3, 2,
Well,
1.
it's just because like I don't give my seal of approval on many things Superman. Not that I have any like authority. I just like I I'm very picky with my Superman content.
Does
This
Superman
was
the
just-
animated series get the thumbs up? Have you
No.
seen it?
I don't. I was actually talking about this yesterday. Superman in the DC animated universe just does not interest me. He's just a guy that punches things and gets punched even harder.
Oh.
Offended Italian.
The animated series is amazing. Go on.
It's just not for me. I think it's because, and I'm not even like usually like a bitch about power scaling, but like there's only so many times I can see him get electrocuted and just be like, all right, Superman, can you like freeze breath her or something?
It's kind of like a Bruce Tim, like
yeah.
thing. But yeah,
And he's enjoyable. I like him. I shouldn't have said that he was nothing because I think he's like he works on the Justice League team as well. But I just felt like in that show he's very stoic, and I never viewed Superman as like an overtly stoic person.
Yeah.
But anyway, it gets my seal of approval of not many Superman things that I usually like.
Well, even if you have if you've seen the trailer, you know that they're going to be at the Kent farm, and it's like, well, the only way they could be at the Kent farm would be either, Mark Kent has left or something else has happened.
And something else happened.
And something else did happen. Well, I think it's Tyler Hoechlin, right? I used to say like Hoechlin or whatever, but it's Tyler Hoechlin, right?
Don't ask me.
You should have made Hunter.
Even though
first.
even though there's an O in his name, I'm pretty sure it's Tyler Hoechlin. Like I've seen that said before in like reviews of stuff, probably Teen Wolf, because I used to watch that religiously. But like I bought a lot of that. Like when he busts in the door and the doctor's there and they're like, Clark, how'd you get here? And he's just standing there and he's like looking off to the side towards the bedroom because he knows where she is. I was like, fuck. And then he just walks in there and it's like, I love the shot where you just see him coming down and her in the background, but blurred. Like it's like so genuine. It's not just like, someone dies and then it's like, I'm gonna avenge you, mom, or some bullshit. It's like this really genuine
natural.
fuck.
There's
And
nothing
like,
he can
damn,
do.
like even when he comes home from being Superman, he like walks in the door and like Lois is talking to him, and then he walks up and talks to his kids, and it's just like it's so genuine. It's like
I was thinking
that's Clark Kent.
Can't believe it.
It was fascinating to me that like they finally they found the way to adapt Superman into the modern age. Time will tell if it does it well the entire time.
Yeah, we're
and
talking
if it does
like
it perfectly or whatever. But like I just think the fact that they were like, they sat down, they're like, all right, we're gonna do Superman, we're gonna do like obviously Jordan is supposed to be like Damian, but they can't use Robin. But it's they're doing the Super Sons dynamic for Clark, and I was just like, that's such a great way to sit down and modernize that character. Like you're not having him punch anything that's like the conflict. It's all about can he just be a dad?
That's the thing.
It's
The main
interesting, and it gets
struggle in the
people
show
invested in him.
is trying to be a good parent and finding the money now that he's lost a job to pay for his childhood place because he doesn't want to let it go.
Yeah, and it's
which
like,
I feel like
there is a
JD would
villain.
appreciate because that was the worst part of Smallville. When they got rid of the Kent farm.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? That was the one good thing about the Crisis crossover is he was at the farm again.
Yeah.
Like there is a villain, like Doom Guy is beating up Superman.
God, it
But,
looks
like-
so much like Doom Guy though.
Yeah,
It's like-
he does.
But I do like how the main conflict of the show is just like, can he be a dad? It's no like Harrison Wells every season, or like remember season 1 of The Flash, every episode ended with him going into that dumb like
Christmas.
corridor or whatever, and then looking at the newspaper and just like, all right, I think we get it.
Yeah, we saw the
Like-
newspaper like every episode.
Yeah, like, but I don't
Oh,
think this is
man.
gonna be that. Like, it obviously has the ending with a villain, but I don't think this is gonna be like evil maniacal in the shadows, big end of season reveal where Superman goes, "Oh my God, it's me from the future." But I just think,
we know who it is though.
yeah, we do know it is. That was very interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
Is it
a
him?
spin.
I don't think it is.
So
I think
I guess quick
Okay.
spoiler
Yeah.
for who the villain is of the
We've
single
already put
episode.
the spoiler warning. Who gives a
Yeah.
I mean,
fuck?
he said Martha dies. So.
They say Luther. He's
Why did you say that name?
I think if it was going to be Lex, they would have said Lex.
Yeah,
It's a
I feel like he's
general
just
Luthor.
using Luthor tech. I don't think it's actually Lex. Because if it's Lex, wouldn't it be
Yeah, that makes
Supergirl
sense.
Lex? Like the same actor? that
It would be
plays-
John
No, 'cause-
Cryer, yeah.
No, because
But
Crisis
I don't
on
think
Infinite.
John Cryer.
Why would Crisis on Infinite Earths make him black?
No, well, he's also in Crisis on Infinite Earths after they reboot the universe. He's
Yeah,
like
so it has to be him, right? It would have to be John Cryer or whatever. I mean,
Yeah, so
unless they just flat out recast him.
I wouldn't be
or
against
just
that.
like an alternate universe.
I wouldn't be
something.
against that either. It would just be like a big, like,
You'd have
it'd
to
be an adjustment.
maybe explain it because I could
I mean, they
totally
will.
see
They could-
Supergirl being in
They,
the show.
they could do
every
the
once in a
Bane
while.
Lex from Smallville, which is like the worst thing for Lex.
Bane Lex.
'Cause
You
I
remember
feel
that
like-
when he's in like the tank? When
No.
Michael Rosenbaum wanted off the show, so they had him like
Oh
basically
yes,
dead. It was so
yeah, and it's
stupid. It
not
was
him,
so
and he's just got a
stupid.
mask.
he
Oh,
looks
that
like
is
Bane. Yeah, it's
funny.
so stupid.
It is the dumbest thing. He gets
Yeah,
blown up in a truck. It's hilarious. so
We're not making a good case to Tyler to watch Smallville.
Nah.
We're naming the worst things about it.
Tyler, I'll tell you right now, you could probably go your whole life and not watch it, man.
I don't think I will watch Smallville.
Oh,
I've never seen it either.
I just don't see it appealing to me. Like I don't see myself watching 10 seasons or however long it is just to not see him fucking be Superman.
Yeah,
I would go
that's
through the
why I don't
window.
want it either.
I couldn't do
seen
that. I
clips.
couldn't do that. Like
I've
it's the
seen
same
him
with
and
Gotham.
Bart go like this. I'm like,
Harper, these
No.
children are misguided.
Nah, you don't have to watch it. It's fine.
Oh, God. Harper, you
Imagine
like
if at the
Smallville.
end, like
I do.
Imagine
But
it
I
took
will
till
also
Endgame
never
for Tony
watch
to become Iron
Smallville
Man.
again. I don't think I've watched it, and I'm not gonna watch it.
I watched it
What did you
twice,
say,
and I will
Tyler?
watch it a third time.
I said, imagine it took till the end of Endgame for Tony to become Iron Man.
Ugh.
The entire
not
time
a
he's
great
running
one-to-one
around
comparison.
in armored suits, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm Tin Man right now, and I'm not. I'll grow to learn who I am." And then he's finally Iron Man, and
He
boots
says,
up
"I
the
am Iron
thing,
Man," and then,
and then it
immediately
ends,
dies.
and
Let
it's
me
just like,
pull
what
up
the
Harper's
fuck?
passionate DMs about Smallville, where he'd send me paragraphs about like season 7.
I no,
And it's also someone
I have
else's Iron Man
genuine- I
armor.
have genuine passion. Like I think season 9 is the Zod season, right? Season 9's Zod.
oh, Zod's in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's
okay.
like not like how you would expect Zod, but he's so good. He's excellent. Like even if you just watch that one season, which is funny because most people will tell you season 10 is better, and those people are wrong.
Are you adding Gavin right now?
I think the only thing that
Fuck
appeals
you,
to
Gavin.
me about the only thing that appeals to me about Smallville is like the Green Arrow.
He's great.
Oh, he's good.
Justin Hartley's
He's
great.
very
I've
good.
seen-
Yeah,
I've
he
seen
he actually
those clips.
carries the show in a few episodes.
That is true.
Like when I'm not that interested in the Clark subplot because he's like spent 4 seasons like I don't know if I like Lois or not. And I'm like, oh, who cares?
Oh, I couldn't do that either. I can't do that.
Yeah, that would just.
It's like
bother me.
because to me it's like I know at the end of The Office in season 9, this is gonna be my like reference point because I
The
just finished The
Office.
Office again. Is
The
like
Office.
they start hinting at like that Jim and Pam might divorce.
Yeah.
But you're
Oh.
never thinking that's gonna happen. You're always going, all right, when is this gonna end so we can move on? Because the show's not gonna fucking end with Jim and Pam getting divorced. I feel that way. I would feel that way about Superman and Lois. Like, there's no way the show doesn't end where Clark is not with Lois,
Yeah.
or ends without him. You know what I mean? Like that would never happen.
I don't
So
even
just
think
the off
they'll
and on stuff.
go
would
through
just-
an arc where they're not together.
blow my
I
mind.
feel like for a show that has
I'm saying in
Lois in the name.
Smallville.
I thought you meant for Superman. and
I
Lois.
couldn't watch 10 seasons and just think like obviously they're getting together. You
Mhm.
know, I couldn't do that.
Actually,
Do
for
we know how many episodes are this season? Like Superman and Lois?
Um,
Is it like the usual 22?
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not either.
I hope like
they keep it
9.
short.
Give us
Maybe
9.
it's like Riverdale. Riverdale had like 6 or something like that. Maybe
Well,
not
'cause,
6, like
like-
13 or something.
Yeah, 13. But
I hope
no,
it's not too much. I
Riverdale
don't
was
want any filler.
13 in season 1, but then season
That's
2
what I
was
meant.
like 24.
Well, yeah.
Jesus. They got.
And
they
maybe I
got
shouldn't have
bigger,
used
didn't they?
Riverdale as like our barometer of quality.
Use like Netflix shows. Like they're always like 13 episodes a season or something.
Yeah, or even like
Yeah.
WandaVision's going to be 9 episodes. So hopefully it's
Yep.
something like that. I don't give us filler, and I also hope that it only is like 4 seasons. I don't want this to go on forever.
You don't want
Yeah,
this to go
yeah.
on for like 10 years?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Just
I'm tired of the Smallville slander.
Yeah, Smallville sucks.
That wasn't even intentional.
Okay,
actually. I
okay.
didn't
Here's
even
my
think
pitch
about
for
it. That wasn't-
Superman and Lois season 10. The final scene is him like taking off the uniform, and then the Lex shows up, and he's just like, "No, everything's been good ever since I gave up my powers," and it just cuts the hard cuts to fucking black, and everyone's like, 10 years for nothing.
Give me Super Lex on this show. That'd be cool.
Since we kind of went over our general thoughts on what we liked about this, what about the bad? What did you not like about this?
Oh,
Or
there
did you
was
just
there
think
was
it
one CGI
flawless?
moment that stood out like a sore thumb. It's like when him and the Doom guy are flying around, he like crashes into a building and he like walks out all
Oh,
disheveled
yeah.
in dust, and it goes from like him standing there and then blinks to like the CG model, but the CG model doesn't line up with how his body was. So it's like him like this, and then and he just goes straight up, and you're like, okay.
One of the things I'm actually not too hot on the suit. It's so bad.
Oh my
15
god! But how good is the
15
fucking
episodes.
classic suit?
I wish that was the
How did we not
like the
talk
main
about
suit.
that?
I wish that was the main suit.
Tyler doesn't like it.
JD says it's 15 episodes.
It's 15 episodes season 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
I liked it. What are you talking about? I didn't like it.
Oh, I thought maybe you'd be like, oh no, it's not that good.
I'm not an
I
idiot.
love that suit so much.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It looks so.
Why
Dude,
would
that's
I
special.
not like that?
And
I'm
the
not looking-
Superman
I'm
for
looking-
all seasons reference. Like
Yeah,
my
it's
mum
for all
made it
seasons
for me.
references.
Dude,
Mom made it
that
for me.
whole
I love that. Yeah, that was great.
that could have been the
Good.
whole episode. Is just all of
It's
that.
just-
kind of
And the
stuff.
Action
It's-
Comics 1 homage, it's great.
It's just so great
so
that like they made a Superman show that isn't like it's not trying to say something about Superman or something about humans through the nature of Superman. It's just being like, this is Superman. Like, you know, like it's not trying to like Superman Returns was like, oh, here's what happens if Superman leaves this whole time and comes back. And then Man of Steel was like, what if Superman was real? And then, you know, Batman v Superman was like, what if Superman was like Hitler to people or something like that? You know what I mean? Or God to people. And I
Yeah.
think that's dumb. I
False
just want to
God.
see Superman. And I'm
As
happy
a
that this show
farmer.
is just giving us Superman.
For
Somebody said this, but it's like one of the only shows or content that doesn't feel like a reaction to something else.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
For bad, I do
said
really
that.
like Superman being a father. However, I'm not sold on the kids yet. Both of them.
Yeah, they were
don't-
very millennial douchebag.
They
fucking
were.
assholes.
Yeah.
I
Like
was
I
actually-
hated it.
I kind of liked.
They got better, like much.
I
better.
liked their relationship to an extent. Like I'm happy that
Yeah.
like what's his name, Jonathan, the jock one, isn't just a massive dick to his brother. I'm happy
No,
they
he's a
are
good-
no, they're-
brothers.
they're
Like I'm like I
friends,
like that. Usually in a lesser show, in another CW show, they would have the jock brother be the bully.
That
You know,
being
and just
said,
Yeah, be like, you're such a freak, Jordan. Why don't you go take your pills,
Guarantee
weirdo?
Jonathan,
You know, like, but now
I guarantee Jonathan's gonna be a villain. Like, oh, my
What?
brother
Really?
has
I don't think
powers.
he'll be a. Nah.
I think he's gonna be a villain eventually because
What
I
are you
think like they'll
talking
butt
about?
heads a lot, but
I think he's gonna be jealous that his brother has powers and he doesn't.
what's
and
he gonna
then
do about it?
Powers are gonna
Yeah.
emerge from him. When there was at the beginning when it's showing them as kids, he's like 5 years old and he threw football.
Oh yeah, he did.
and
yeah,
he broke a rope.
did do that.
You're
yeah.
saying that's natural?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Superman's
yeah,
like,
I did
"Oh,
find that
daddy,
funny where they're
baby."
like, I did find that funny. They're like, oh, it turns out, you know, Jordan's actually the one with powers. I'm like, but Jonathan
Yeah.
still did the other thing. Like, it's like you're
All
forgetting
natural.
that.
Good
Was
to
it
know
the
I'm all
weakest
natural.
rope in the
It's like-
fucking world?
And when it happened, even
He also
then
threw
Tyler
it
was
through
like,
the wall. He also threw it like through the fucking wall as well.
yeah, guarantee those powers are just waiting to emerge, and he's
Yeah.
gonna, his inner douchebag is gonna come out. Even then, Jordan at the beginning when he's like blaring music, like,
Oh,
no,
he was
Superman's
great.
lame.
He's
I'm
playing
this
Injustice
race."
Injustice.
too. I thought
How
that
the
was
fuck
funny.
is he playing Injustice 2? What is that game in that universe?
I'm guessing it's
Yeah,
not
right.
actually Injustice 2. It's more like Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Yeah,
They
but
just
I'm
need
saying, but
better
like
graphics.
secret identities and whatnot. How
I'm
did-
guessing there's
you
no
know?
story. I guess.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
just-
not. It's just
I'm
a
just
fighter.
thinking about like some of the effect, like him lifting the big block of ice and then lifting the car when he revealed that he's Superman to him. It just like looks. I mean, the,
Well,
car one's
the car
easy
was-
because
yeah,
they
the car
they
wasn't
hung it up, but
CGI.
it just everything looked
Even the
so
block of ice
good.
that was like it was just on a green
He
screen room, but there was like a giant like
Yeah, he was holding a
of
block,
ice,
but it's
yeah.
like clear that they've put far more work into this than they have
than
any other.
Flash going like this.
Yeah, like even the seasons of the
Well, do
Flash
you
I
think
like, the
maybe,
effects don't look that good.
You think maybe moving forward, they'll adopt this for like it'd be jarring for the Flash to be this next season, but like whatever shows they do,
I would
next,
like it to be.
Well, everyone seems to be praising on the quality of all this.
Yeah.
So
And
I mean,
hopefully
where
they'll
where
learn the
does
right
the
lesson.
CW go next though? I mean, they have a Superman show now. You know.
I feel like they
Batman
would want to do Batman eventually.
I don't. But will they?
I used to always say
Batman?
when Arrow was on, like, because he was so Batman oriented, like that was the testing ground of can we do a Batman show? So
But
I
then
always
they didn't,
expected them
and
to
they
do
did
one.
Batman.
I don't
Batwoman
think
as
they
well.
will because they're too focused on the Gotham PD stuff with HBO.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
if they're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
Batman, they'll be doing Batman.
And
there.
I'm okay if they don't do a
And they already have
Batman because there's too
Batwoman,
many.
but I guess they did do Supergirl and then Superman.
There's too many live action Batman at the moment, so
But
I kinda hope
also
they
the thing with Batwoman is I don't
We'll see
think
them
that's
all in
going to
the
last
Flash.
that long because obviously they had to, add a new character in there because Ruby Rose left. And apparently the viewership for season 2 is very bad. So I don't think that show is going to last that long. So then
But
what
they'll
are they
do
left with?
Batman and Batwoman.
Can you imagine
Sure,
if
I
the
can see that.
Arrowverse ends with Batman and like it began with fucking Green Arrow and Flash, and then it ends with Superman and Batman? Like, what a weird order.
Well, they've earned like they've earned the chance to use the big characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll end up doing Wonder Woman.
And
I know
they've still
Yara
never
Flor got
done some of the
canceled, but-
characters they've always teased. Like they've still never done
Lantern.
Blue Beetle, Green Lantern, Aquaman, and whatnot. Like
The
all
Green
those
Lantern
characters that they
teases.
set up early on, and they just still haven't done.
I was like so into Arrow during like their final few seasons where they did so many Green Lantern
Yeah,
references,
what the
like every
fuck
2
is
episodes.
Diggle gonna do? Diggle literally
then
got
he-
a Green Lantern ring. Where is he?
He's
Yeah, well,
chilling with
even
that
then,
Green
how
Lantern ring.
Jordan exists. Every time it cut to a
Yeah, I
bar,
remember
it would
season
show a
4,
guy
I
with
remember
Jordan.
with the Jordan. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was another Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was-
so
yeah, that was-
That was
good.
Superman's
Cal
son.
Jordan.
That was Jordan Kent. The whole
Oh,
time.
wow.
Any other bad things do you guys have to say about it? No, I guess.
No, I don't think so. I generally don't have anything bad to say about it.
No, I don't
I think
it was
Lois.
involved.
I'm excited to. I hope Lois. It's called Superman and Lois, but this episode is very Superman. I wonder if going
I'm
forward
sure they'll
they're
still
going to give
do
more.
it.
To
Well,
Lois.
did you
Yeah.
see there was some dispute with the showrunner that like they wanted to do like more Lois oriented episodes, and he's like, no one cares about that, not enough action.
Oh,
So-
I read that, yeah.
A lot of people are
Come
not a fan of the
on.
showrunner right now because he's
a
in said some
CW show
dicey
with a
things.
kind of shitty person working.
Yeah,
on it?
who would
Oh,
have guessed? Who would've
Yeah,
thought?
wow. I will say one thing that kind of bothered me was
Don't.
okay.
Say it. Do it.
Do it.
I kind of forgot.
Do it.
Yeah,
So
I
right
actually
when
like
he
really
said
took you
don't,
off
I was
guard.
like, oh,
One thing that
Yeah.
bothers you said.
it did bother me.
Look at him tweedling his mustache.
Oh, right. So he fights Doom Guy in space.
Yep.
yes.
He gets he straight up says, Kal-El, you're gonna die or something. Gets stabbed by actual kryptonite, and then afterwards he's like, oh. he doesn't talk about it again. Like he just
Oh, well.
goes home. And it's,
Oh yeah, that's true.
it's like
But
you
he's
got
a dad. He's got to be a good dad.
yeah, but you got
Yeah.
stabbed by a guy with
Yeah.
kryptonite. You're
Yeah,
not
so
concerned.
you know how many times he's probably been stabbed before?
No, but you're not a little concerned. Like you never.
I mean,
bring
probably
it up.
not that often because he's Superman.
He comes
I
home
assume
and
He's probably
I
been in
would
a lot of
assume-
attempted stabbings.
but this one guy
Yeah.
actually had kryptonite and he stabbed him while flying in space and actually like beating Superman at some points.
That was one part that didn't look great, is when they were close up and there was like their faces like in
Yeah,
space and he's
yeah.
talking to him. Like even then the dialogue, I'm like, you should
It-
have done like another pass on this.
It
This
was
is-
really good when Superman first got to space and he was looking
Yeah.
for him and he like
And
turned
it-
around
yeah.
at the lighting on the cape. Oh,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
that was really good.
Oh, that's another thing. The muscle suit didn't annoy me as much as I thought. Like it's noticeable. You can tell that Tyler Hoechlin isn't as jacked as he looks in the suit. But it wasn't as ridiculous. There's that one shot where he's in space where he's like floating there and he's like this, and I'm like, it looks a bit rough.
There's also
there,
the one
but-
shot when he lands in the at the reactor meltdown where he just looks like a giant muscle, like one big
Yeah.
muscle.
muscle. Yeah, it's like, and it's a good like. I get the idea, but it's probably a bit too much. Like you can tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Like we don't need him to be Henry Cavill. Like Henry
I
Cavill
don't
honestly
care.
looks uncomfortably jacked at times, where his arms are
this is what I'm
sitting
talking
out.
about.
like
Look
this.
at him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
His head is like very tiny.
it's the shoulders mostly.
Well, it's because
Yeah,
of the
it's
neck
just-
too. His neck
yeah.
doesn't blend into the
Yeah,
muscle.
But like
It's
this
just not
looks
gonna be-
great. A lot of it really does look good. Like this, the flying stuff looks very good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. And again, I think that'll be something they slowly kind of work out as the show goes. Again, it's a pilot.
Yeah, his suit's gonna
If a
change.
show can start with a pilot this good, that's a good sign.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
usually the first like 5 episodes of the show are the one where people go, "Oh,
This
yeah,
was
don't
the
revisit that."
best CW pilot. I've watched every CW superhero show pilot except for Smallville.
Probably.
But I would say this is the best.
Except
Usually
for which
pilots
one?
are pretty good. Like I even like the Legends of Tomorrow pilot.
Fuck.
God bless.
Thank you.
Why did that sound painful?
Yeah,
It was.
he sneezed and he was like,
sometimes a
"Fuck."
sneeze hurts.
They do?
You never had that where like you sneeze, you're like, oh fuck.
Bro,
No.
sometimes I sneeze and I need
That
to take. I need to
sounds
like. I need
terrible.
to sit down.
Yeah,
I'll
Oh
I-
sneeze,
yeah, I've
and I'll
sneezed
just
so
like,
hard where I've been like, "Oh, that
it
was
must
a big
it must be an
Yeah, you
American
almost-
thing.
You just
Yeah.
face.
That
You
sounds
sneeze
awful.
so
I'd be
hard
like
you go
afraid to
down.
sneeze. Like, oh god, it's just gonna hurt.
Well, no, it doesn't hurt. Like I'm not in seething pain right
Yeah,
now.
it's just like it's just a little like
he
oh,
feels it
fuck.
coming. He's like, "Oh no, oh no, no!"
Yeah, like I'm fine.
Oh, you had like recoil afterwards.
He sneezes. He's like, "Ah!"
Yeah. And boy,
Sorry,
and I'm
like-
dead on the podcast because I
a little
fucking
concerned.
sneezed.
That was a little concerning. Is all. I guess. What's your final rating for episode 1? Superman Lois.
8, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say 8. Oh,
Sure.
JD
Was
was
that-
8.
8.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 8. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Solid.
It's just so nice to like because
It was
it was like the
good.
middle of the week. I got home at like 7 o'clock after my drive. I like sat down. I went, "Oh, that's right," and then I watched it, and I remember I was watching it like, "Oh, this is good." Like I'm happy that this is because I feel like my week is defined by can't wait for Friday night to watch WandaVision, and it was nice.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
exactly
a few more hours.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, dude, I get to watch Superman next week, and that excites me. Like I didn't think that would be a thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Superman's a character that I care more about than Scarlet Witch and Vision, which I love WandaVision, but now it's like a character that I'm truly passionate about.
But it's good to have
In a quality
multiple
show.
things to look.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
of
crazy.
course,
Is
yeah.
like, I mean, it is kind of crazy to think about it that like WandaVision right now, where it's the biggest show in the world, and that
too, like,
Superman
B-list
won't come
characters.
near it. You know,
No,
Superman-
yeah,
this
that
will
is
never-
interesting.
yeah, this
No.
isn't going to touch WandaVision's popularity.
No.
It might, hopefully, I hope it leads to a resurgence of Superman popularity.
Mm.
But like, it's funny that the most A-list character you can get is still
Well,
not going to
that's
touch
the thing,
anything
the-
Marvel.
Best
And
thing
it-
that this show can do is also inspire Warner Brothers to be like,
make a
"Oh, okay,
movie."
You can make Superman. Yeah,
Yes,
it's like,
you know,
oh, what you can?
Yeah,
do
and that's kind of
Superman? Oh,
unfortunate, I
wow.
suppose, that the best thing this show can do is tell them that we want a movie.
Well, the best thing this show
But-
can do is also be better than the movies.
yeah, I
fair
mean,
enough.
I would argue it already is.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed it more, but you know. Come at me, haters.
Going on, I guess
Fight me.
we'll start the news of the week now. So
No,
this is kind of
don't.
like the start of our episodes. Okay.
Alrighty then. This is,
Thanks for listening.
Just
yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.
What?
No,
What?
going on to the news, this is usually how we start our episodes, and I guess I'll read it out kind of out of order here to keep up with the Superman news. Supergirl was casted in The Flash, and she's playing her is Sasha.
Sasha?
Sasha. What if I just had an accent, JD?
No,
You don't.
Yeah. When people have accents, you just like don't say it like that. Like Harper, he has an accent. Do you get
Yeah,
angry
but
when-
he's Harper.
I'm stalling clearly. 'cause
Saisha.
Tyler taught me how to pronounce her
Oh,
name.
I
just
taught
give it
you,
your
yes.
best shot.
I
Just
did not
give it your
teach
best
you.
shot.
I just told you. I didn't
taught
teach
me.
you. Like I was like,
I
all right,
like
now
how
you do it
made
like
seem it's
this.
the whole lesson.
Yeah, and then you subtract the 0. Like, get moving. Come on.
Track the 0.
I know.
I want to say how to pronounce her last name, but
Just
I feel like
fucking do it.
Do it.
Call.
Call.
Oh, in the Cali. No, that's what I said. That's what it's for. It's Calais, right?
Calle.
What?
It's like street.
Two L's
Calle.
in Spanish makes like a yay noise, like me llamo.
Okay. Well, I watched the Luca trailer today.
You went the
You watched the
fucking
Luca
opposite
trailer?
direction.
Isn't
Yeah.
Luca Italy?
Isn't that Italian?
I messed up, boys.
Oh my God.
Caso, eh?
I messed up, boys.
This is legendary. This is terrible.
Oh.
Why did I have to be here for this one?
Why did I have to be here for this one?
This
Because
is
you
terrible.
want to talk about Superman.
All right.
Kaye.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Kaye.
Well,
Sasha
anyways.
Kaye. She's fucking Supergirl now. She's gonna be Supergirl in the Flashpoint movie, and that's the news. God.
Yep. What do you guys
Why
think
is
of the
it, why is
cast?
Supergirl in a Flash movie? Is it
Yeah.
gonna be like the depowered Superman? Is that just
It's
gonna be
not
like
a
in place
Flash
of?
movie. That's why.
I
Didn't
know.
was it Gavin that said that they haven't cast a single Flash character in this movie?
Oh, I
Uh,
think he reshared someone like saying
That's-
that.
Yeah, well, technically, because
fascinating.
we don't even know if they're gonna keep Iris and Henry because that's technically
Yeah.
the Snyderverse, and they could
It's
easily just be
just
recast.
Ezra Miller. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Want to go,
God,
bro?
if they're gonna
Yeah.
keep one, why keep fucking Ezra Miller?
Ezra Miller,
Yeah,
yeah. Can we
I
ditch him
know.
and just
Cast.
make it a Supergirl movie?
Yeah, ditch him and just make it anything
Supergirl
else.
does
Ben
Flash.
Just
Affleck,
do-
Michael Keaton, and
Just
Supergirl.
actually, just do Batverse.
I think this movie would have been a lot more appreciated if it was called Justice League Flashpoint instead of just Flashpoint. Because then
We don't even
Yeah,
know
the
the
fact
title,
that it's
really, I
like the
guess.
Flash Solar.
yeah,
movie
then
is-
we're like, oh, okay, so we can have other characters here.
Well, they're
but
gonna-
that's-
but
It's
they're
gonna be a
gonna-
shit show. It's
They're gonna,
be
they're
really
definitely
messy.
gonna like, they're gonna be like, well, it's not technically a Flash solo movie because it's called Flashpoint, not the Flash. That's how they're gonna get
it's like,
you.
but this was
Remember
originally
in
announced as-
2013 when they were like, a Flash movie is going to come out in like 4 years, and I was like, wow, that's cool. And then 2016,
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, Flash movie is going to be like in development now. It's going to come out next year, and I was like, wow, that's cool.
This
and
is
now
the
it's
version we're
2021,
getting.
and now Supergirl's just been cast. Yeah,
You know, like this is the version of the Flash we're getting.
Yeah, so far for casting,
Fascinating.
honestly, a good
this
cast
movie's going to
of
be
characters.
like it's not a Flash movie. Yeah, I hate
We
it.
got 2 Batman, a Supergirl, and the Flash. So
The video of her reacting to getting cast was very sweet.
I liked it a lot.
Was
yeah,
that
it's
her
really wholesome.
Supergirl costume, or was he just showing off?
No, he was just holding
No.
like a.
He was holding like a
dress up
Halloween.
Because I was thinking like that
Yeah.
could have been. What if,
It's probably gonna
But
have like,
they
the
wouldn't,
same
yeah.
style of emblem and the
Hmm.
same like material.
well,
as
that's the thing.
Cavill's
Is
suit.
it like
Cavill
Cavill's
Supergirl, yeah.
Supergirl, or is it like fucking,
According to the
Michael
newest leak,
Keaton's?
they're like using Flashpoint to erase everything Snyder. So
Yeah, but
I
it'll
don't
have to.
believe-
It'll have to be set Snyder before they erase Snyder, though. So it'd have to be,
Yeah,
unless
that's
it's
the
when
thing.
he's jumping around, like
or
you ju-
yeah,
like
no,
alternate-
or it could be like fucking Keaton's Supergirl somehow.
Hmm.
I got said something by someone, and I don't know if any of this is true, but he said that
not.
what's going to happen is that they were going to go into the Keatonverse
Oh, I
and
heard
establish it as not only the Keatonverse, but like the Chris Reeves verse as well.
Ah.
But the thing is, there's already a Supergirl in that universe, technically.
Oh yeah, there is too.
But if this is the Supergirl,
Well, that could be like this is going to be like the main universe because maybe
Mm.
Flashpoint universe, the whole point of Flashpoint, it's a world that's half destroyed, like it's about to be destroyed.
well, I
because of
don't.
the
Are
whole-
they doing Flashpoint, or are they just calling it?
We're not
Flashpoint?
seeing Wonder Woman. We're not seeing Aquaman. So
I think they're just calling it Flashpoint because it's like
Yeah, I
the
don't think
title.
it's
People
they're
actually
know.
taking the
anything
same
to do with it.
concept. Like I bet
is he
Ezra
even
Miller's-
going back in time and stopping his mom's death? Though
I think that'll happen. Yes, he's going to do that.
is,
and
is
that's gonna
Eobard
be-
is Eobard posing as his girlfriend? To tell
Why
him
are we
it was
gonna
me that
care
died?
though? We've never met this Flash. We haven't met this Flash long enough
Well,
to
we-
care about
oh,
this
yeah.
crazy decision where he's gonna go back and save his.
This
See
should
the
have been the
Snyder cut
finale.
March 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
Like-
fair, the animated movie, that's the first one of the DC animated
Yeah, that's
movie
true.
universe. Whatever your problems are with it. But like they
Sure.
start with the Flashpoint, which I guess kind of works for that. But it's more so if you know who the Flash is.
Mhm.
Yeah, when this was first, well, I guess like about a year ago when they were talking about this movie, I kind of figured that we would still get to go back through time to save the mother, then the messed up world, and at the end he goes back to the regular time, and he would get the letter from Thomas Wayne to Robert Pattinson. Like I kind of thought
So
that
you
would
think that he's gonna be the Flash for Robert Pattinson's Batman after this?
Fuck
I
no.
think
No.
that it's a way to bring Pattinson's Batman to the main universe if they wanted to do that.
I think if that ever happened, I can already tell you that even though the Batman hasn't come out, I don't want Ezra Miller's Flash anywhere near him.
I don't like Ezra Miller.
I don't like him either.
I don't like him.
You know what? I was afraid that was a hot take at one point. Fuck that guy. He's just
he's
such
like-
an
he's-
idiot.
He's this weird ethereal dude who's just like, oh well, the process of create. You the fucking Flash, dude. Calm down. Go be Kevin again, you psychopath.
Should've cast
Yeah,
Lucas
go
Till.
choke another
Should've cast
woman.
Lucas Till.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
sake.
yeah, no, I get it.
It's like that is the one character. Like I can understand fans like arguing for Cavill or Affleck. I don't know how you defend Ezra's Flash at all. Like what the? Oh, it's like Wally West. What fucking Wally West are you talking about?
I hate that argument so much.
Horse shit. Like Tyler said, he's just more annoying Bart Allen, which makes him not Bart Allen.
He's
just
Bendis's Bart.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Bendis's
so. Kind of
Bart.
like
It's
Bendis.
just stupid. Like,
I feel
God, recast, dude.
Snyder
Christ.
just thought like, oh, the Flash makes jokes.
What if you imagine though if the Snyder Cut comes out and he's just like this incredible character?
We just take back everything we
If
said.
that happens, I will like. Why? I mean, I'll still think that Ezra Miller himself is a
Eat your
dickhead,
mic.
but I'll be like, hey, no, okay, yeah, because people have been saying that for years. They're like, if you didn't like him in Justice League or whatever,
Just wait.
they call it, they're like, just wait.
I
He's
mean,
gonna
but
be
they've
awesome.
said that about
He's
every
not.
character.
He's absolutely not.
I mean,
Because the brunch, like that's it's well, maybe not the brunch, but I don't have any friends and shit. I guarantee there's gonna be something like
Well,
that.
that was the
that was a Snyder
because it was in the trailer, wasn't it?
It was in the
Yeah.
first trailer.
Yeah, so he's still gonna be that annoying little dipshit. So what's gonna change? Is he gonna make one joke and then be like, "I'm kidding, I'm Barry Allen"?
Forensic
Be a button up
scientist.
and a buzz cut. Like, what's gonna fucking change? Nothing. I guarantee it.
Blonde hair suddenly.
Christ,
Oh.
at least Grant Gustin at least has. I can look at him and go, I can see Barry Allen in it, but it's clearly young and there's Wally West mixed in there. But I don't know what you get from Ezra. This
At least
is not
for
what this
Grant,
is
they
about.
write him like Barry. They don't write him like Bart.
Well, they also
or-
write him like like a character. Like he's an actual.
Well, they write
character.
him
I mean,
like
granted, it's
they
easy.
write him
it's-
like Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
little like a,
I think
like a
that
more
was the thing, though.
mature-
I think when they cast Tom Holland as Spider-Man, I think they went, all right, well, we're doing the Flash like this.
we need our protege. Yeah, it's like
because that's what the Batman Iron Man or the Batman Iron Man, the Batman Flash relationship in this is the Spider-Man Iron Man relationship.
there's must be people out there that think Ezra Miller's Flash is legitimately better than Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I mean, there's people out there that think like anything is better than Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There's some real dummies out there. Like Nick Cannon Spider-Man is so much better than Tom Holland's. I'm like, yeah, you've seen Spider-Man like in the Dragon's Lair, whatever that fucking 80s movie is called.
Wait, did you say
Unfortunately,
Nick
no.
Cannon?
Isn't that the guy's name?
No, isn't that the terrible rapper? You mean
no,
Nick?
I swear to God, there's a guy.
There's no way
played
his name's
Spider-Man
Nick
in-
Cannon. That's Nick Cannon, like
All right, well, this is the Nick Cannon tangent. Hey Hunter, how you going, man?
I'm going good. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
maybe it
good.
is.
You know,
Isn't
I
his
spent
name, like, Nicholas
$430.
I know. Okay.
There was television movies. Maybe it wasn't Nick Cannon, but there were television movies.
Nicholas Hammond.
I said Cannon.
Nick
yeah.
Cannon is the guy with the show,
Yeah,
the MTV
Nick
show.
Hammond. Yeah, there was all these TV Spider-Man movies, like Spider-Man Strikes Back. You know what that one was about? That one was about Spider-Man is a teacher and his student makes a nuclear bomb.
Dude, it's more accurate than Holland. It's already
Yeah,
there.
and then
Imagine
there's
wanting to be-
Spider-Man, the
Can
Dragon.
you guys seriously imagine wanting to be a teacher? Like, that's so.
Yeah.
For reference, Harper's a teacher
Thank you for the context.
who just spent 2 days pay on Iron.
Anyway, that was like a weird.
Yeah, I
tangent.
just spent. I only worked 2 days this week, so that I literally spent my week's pay on Iron Man.
That's funny, actually.
It's crazy.
Going back with the Supergirl thing, a lot of people are angry that she's not a white blonde woman.
Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
They're
And
cousins.
Ezra Miller doesn't have blonde hair. John Constantine by Keanu Reeves. He had black hair too.
And
They
they're
never dyed it
cousins, like,
blonde.
they're
I've
No one
not
never
cared.
weird.
understood the obsession with.
They're
hair.
not like even then. They're cousins. Like they're not brother and sister. Like
Yeah.
cousins look different from each other. I have cousins that are like
They're also
white as you,
Kryptonian.
Hunter.
Like,
I
what
got-
demon
I got Spanish
Kryptonian wants to
cousins.
look a certain
Yeah.
way? Like, gives a fuck, man. Who cares?
Exactly. Like, stop complaining. She's gonna be great. I'm sure she's gonna
Yeah,
be
like-
great. Even though it's in a movie that we
Yeah,
don't think
You know what I
would
was
be that
reading
good,
today? I was
I
reading
think
Armor
she would
Wars,
be.
and you know who's in that is Scott Lang, and he's a redhead.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
was like, oh yeah, this is a thing. And then I moved on with my day because I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
that Paul Rudd has black hair.
Michelini created Scott Lang, did he not?
I think he did.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's like that's such not a bit. If we got a Wally West that was amazing on TV, but he had brown hair, I'd just be like, cool. All right, whatever. Like,
Nobody needs red hair.
if
That's
we
why you
got
gotta
a
cast
Wally
KJ
West,
Apple.
I love the red hair. I love it, but I don't give a shit. It's the same thing with Daredevil. Like Charlie Cox has like a little bit of like hazel tinge in his hair. He's amazing. Couldn't give a shit. Doesn't matter.
Exactly. He doesn't need red hair.
Like it's not that big of a deal. Like if the performance and the character outweighs any of that, who gives a shit? It's so
and at what point does it end? Like, shouldn't people complain that like Tobey Maguire has blue eyes instead of brown eyes?
Yeah.
Like,
you could make every single thing. Like people used to complain
his
about
nose
Grant
is like
Gustin's hair.
half a centimeter too long for Spider-Man.
But people complain
Ben
about
Affleck
Grant
is too tall
Gustin's
to be
hair.
Batman. It's like
They were like,
up.
"Oh, Grant Gustin's hair isn't blonde. It's like a light brown. It's like fucking close enough."
And they even apparently they dyed his hair blonde before the pilot, and they're like, no,
and it probably looks stupid.
Yeah, they're just like, no, that's a clear
the same
like
people-
you look like
They're
a,
like he's a dude with brown hair.
like
the
you
same
look like a
people,
singer
like,
from 2001. Or
They
not
can't
there.
watch. They can't watch First Class because Charles has hair. They're just like, this is fucking so inaccurate, man. They gave him
Oh my
hair.
god.
It's an origin story.
Yeah.
It's like, just
They also make
everyone-
They also make a joke about him losing his hair. Like, oh, now that you're a professor, you're probably gonna like lose all your hair.
because
right?
I thought about how James McAvoy shaved his head for that role.
And then had to
They were
put on
like,
a
nah,
wig.
yeah, he still has his hair at this point. He was like, shit.
So they wigged him up. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Going on for the next bit of news, bit better news.
Oh Jesus, Jesus. Joker.
Oh Jesus, Joker.
Oh God.
Jesus
We
Joker.
live in a society.
I've been thinking for a very long time about Jesus Joker. He's been in my dreams. He's been in my nightmares. He keeps me up. It's actually so fascinating to me. I can't even say that I hate it because it's just making me think so much. It's
Well, I
like
just want to see it. I need to see
I
it.
need to see it. I was thinking because the first thought, and this is what Zack Snyder wants you to think immediately, is for you to go, what kind of topsy-turvy society has the Joker as Jesus? Like that's what he wants you to think. And that was my first thought. I was like, what the fuck is up with the world in the future? That not only is the Joker their prophet, but it's Jared Leto's Joker. And then I thought about Jared Leto's Joker, and I was thinking, like, this is exactly what Jared Leto's Joker would do.
That's what Jared Leto does.
Jared
Leto
Leto's
took a
Joker
cult of
would
people
become
into it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's what's fascinating about it is that they took it's definitely because Snyder wants there to be Jesus symbolism, but it's also such a right turn, like a turn in the right direction for this terrible character. It's exactly what that character would do.
I love that he got rid of a damaged tattoo and then got a crown of thorns. Like, what is this movie, man?
Well, I guarantee that
He's just sitting on a car.
The tattoos. You're just like, yeah, it's gone now. They're not going to mention it once, but we are. What is the context? Because in the trailer, he's in like a military uniform.
There were rumors that he was going to be like in Batman's head, like he's not actually there. But like, imagine the ripoff of that
it's
is that
it's
like,
the Nightfall or not Nightfall.
no, I know
Arkham
that.
Knight.
I know that. But like, we're supposed to be taking the nightmare sequences as like the possible alternate reality. Like, it's not just what Bruce Wayne is dreaming. It's like, this is what's going to be happening in the future. But like, you know, we're probably not going to see a sequel to this movie. I fucking hope we don't. And then it's like, imagine if it's amazing. I think if it's amazing, I will
Harper,
still
think about that
probably
every
be
day.
like, just leave it. Pardon?
I think about it every day. I think about every day. I'm like, what if the Snyder Cut is the best movie ever?
Yeah, what if it's
like, what if it's incredible?
Yeah, and we're just like, but
Egg
this is
all
what
on our face, like, you know what I
if
mean?
it's good, I'm like, I'll admit it because at the end of the day, I love DC. It's just this isn't my DC. But if
I've been thinking about how like I just feel like that trailer came out and it was real dumb. Like, yay, we get to see Superman. Superman's cry echoes around the world. But like, it's just, I decided that I've spent so much time with these characters and not liking them that I really still want to like them, you know? So I'm still going to give this movie
because we like a lot of the
opportunity.
actors too. You know
I just want, you know, I want to love Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah, exactly. Because Henry Cavill
like
looks just. Yeah,
he looks
like
he's the
him,
perfect
and he's the
casting,
perfect cat.
And he
and he's
Superman,
got so much passion for the character. Like that's what really makes him Superman for me. Is like when in an interview he's bringing up like Superman Rebirth, and it's like, yo, he knows that.
Yeah, like that's some new stuff.
Yeah, he loves Superman.
Yeah, he's a
It's
big
sad.
fan. It could be good. I mean, JD and I think, have a little bit of hope because it's BVS 2, baby. So,
Oh, God.
it could be good.
BVS 2.
That was me earlier, Harper. When
I just saw you eat a Timbit like 2 minutes ago, so you clearly didn't. Like
I know.
He ate like 40 Timbits, and right before we recorded, he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go throw up," and I was like, "Okay, man."
Wait, did you actually throw up?
No, I
don't know,
tried.
Oh God,
There's a few left.
Hunter.
There's 4 left.
Hunter, put 2 in your mouth at once.
He's an addict right now.
I'll do it.
He can't get. Oh no, dude, I haven't had that many. It's just like piles and piles of boxes behind him.
Demon in a bottle cover, but it's Hunter with Timbits.
Yeah.
He's got the mustache for it.
Oh, don't look at me. Like
Oh, why
I
did
feel
you put him in
uncomfortable.
like
Oh.
that? Oh no, that's too much.
Do you realize that's going to be on the internet forever now?
That's the thumbnail. Is him just like?
Congratulations.
He's crying. For those who
that's-
don't know what a Timbit is,
What is
it's
going on?
like a munchkin from Dunkin' Donuts.
It's a donut hole, I think, is like the universal. Is he okay?
Why are they so bad? I thought you loved these fucking things.
Yeah, but not when you have 500 of them.
How many did you eat today?
What?
No one's making you eat them.
Technically, Harper just did.
Harper,
He told him to
yeah,
shove two in
Harper,
his mouth.
Harper, send more to his house. Get
Oh,
more
wait,
Timbits
actually-
delivered.
Actually,
Oh shit! I just like knocked over.
what
the
did you
desk.
do?
I moved the desk with me. I meant to move back, and I moved the desk with me.
I think the next Timmy's talk, we just got to order him like 500 Timbits
Look
just
at
to watch him
him.
just eat them.
Look at him.
He's
We
a
can't
dick.
continue. He's dying.
I'm actually dying. Why does this hurt?
My partner had a great idea. She said for Timmy's, I should send all of you guys Vegemite and eat it on Timmy's. To try what
Oh,
Vegemite is
gosh.
like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, do you need to send it to us? Can we not find it? Is it not like a thing?
I don't know. Well, maybe you can find it in some like international section of some random ass store. But yeah.
Vegemite.
Oh, yeah.
Vegemite.
Oh, it's too much. Oh, it's a
Hunter, you
lot.
okay?
You all
Yeah.
right there, Hunter?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I can't.
What's
yeah,
the next
anyway.
bit of news?
Joker,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus literally made him cry.
Oh God, Joker, Jesus! Why did I?
I've
tear up
said this.
there?
We've said this a million times. I'm pretty sure. Tyler said. I'm pretty sure. I've said. I don't know about JD and Hunter. I think we've all collectively said this in group chats. When did the Joker's thing become society and like representing like?
When Reddit
But-
when Reddit started making it a thing and 4chan and all
guess.
that.
What?
you
But
know,
why is
incel
that his
stuff.
It was, you know what it definitely was? It was definitely the Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's definitely the interrogation scene where he's like, "These are civilized people. They'll eat you.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
cast you out like a leopard."
Absolutely.
I know about society, but even then, and I think I said this as well, that it, like the line "We live in a society" has now transcended from meme to the point where it's a thing. People think that the Joker actually says that, and now he's actually gonna say it in the movie.
We live in a society.
Like it's so absurd. It was never a thing the Joker said.
Yeah, but
I
now
have
it
never
is.
seen the Joker say
my
we live in
God,
a
this is-
society. The
this is-
closest he got was in Joker, but now he's
Our
saying
friend,
it like it's his catchphrase.
Our friend Ryan, brain in a can, keeps sending us this thing where someone commented, and it's like the Joker says, some people in society get treated like trash or joke, and it's just been like quoted and put in front of the Joker.
Yeah, as the Joker famously says,
Said, yeah, get
you
treated
can't
like
stop
trash
him
or
from saying
joke.
it. Yeah.
The next bit of news is actually continuing with the Snyder Cut. Snyder recently said that they did film like reshoots for more of the nightmare scene, but they also refilmed the ending apparently to include a new character that has not been announced yet.
Yeah.
And it's not Ryan
I heard
Reynolds.
that
Green,
whole. I heard
it's
that
not
whole
Ryan
Vanity
Reynolds
Fair
Green
article.
Lantern because he already confirmed that
Yeah,
it's not him.
you said it's not him, but it could be
I
a
heard,
Green.
I
I
heard
could see Green
something
Lantern.
that said it was going to be Martian Manhunter.
Martian
which isn't
Manhunter,
a
that's
surprise
what I
because we
heard
know
too.
he's.
He
there,
said it's a
but-
character that hasn't been announced yet, though.
Black Widow.
What if it's Captain America?
WandaVision.
What if it's the Avengers?
What if it's WandaVision?
What if it's WandaVision?
Oh my god, it's fucking Evan Peters again.
And he
He's the
knocks on
Flash.
the door.
They
of, like-
recast the Flash.
6 chairs.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Round table, 6 chairs.
Evan
Room
Pete
for
more.
more.
Like a grown-up
Ding
Bart Allen
dong.
would buy it.
As a grown-up Bart Allen.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
He's a bit old now, right? I mean, I guess grown up. Like I was thinking, because grown-up Bart Allen in my mind is like 20, but he's
Yeah, is
Yeah.
the Fastest Man Alive series, yeah.
I'm guessing it's gonna be Green
34.
Lantern. Like probably Hal Jordan, but we'll have to wait.
What if it's but maybe it's because Zack Snyder needs to.
Oh, I
let
hope
us
it's
know.
Army Hammer. How funny would that be? He tries to eat
But
Ezra
doesn't-
Miller.
Isn't like Zack Snyder likes to let us know that we
Oh, Treat like oh no. No. No.
But like Zack Snyder likes to let us know that he knows DC characters. Like by the time
he
calls
doesn't.
like he calls Darkseid Uxas as if we give a fuck. Like, you know, and people are always like, "Oh, it's not Darkseid yet, it's Ux." Shut the fuck up. Nobody calls him that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
no comic book
like
fan
in
gives a
Hickman
fuck.
in Hickman's Avengers, he's obsessed with the other characters calling Tony Anthony, and I'm just like, you just want people to know that you know his name is Anthony.
Oh, I don't know. I do like
No, I
that
don't-
for some.
But
I
it's
like that.
random because like there's no reason
like,
they would randomly be calling him that after
No,
so
but
many
I like
years.
when like Obadiah Stane and Justin Hammer call him Anthony. in
No, but it's like
comics,
Reed
'cause it feels-
Richards and Captain America. And
Yeah,
whatnot.
that is weird because they know him.
Yeah.
They're friends with
But
him.
anyway,
Yeah.
my point is that Zack Snyder likes to try to flex this knowledge. So maybe it's like
Yeah.
some character, maybe it's like, you know, some D list character. He's like, yeah, that's right, guys. I
Peacemaker.
remember.
I
It's
know.
Rip Hunter.
I
or,
mean,
you know,
I
Yeah.
completely and fundamentally misunderstood Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns to a point of getting them almost oppositely wrong. But I get comic books. I totally
Yeah.
get.
It's
them.
gonna be
it's
Green
gonna-
Arrow.
Trust
Dr.
me.
Manhattan is gonna show up because that's his favorite superhero.
Yeah, it is.
No, it wouldn't be Green Arrow. It'd be like Mia Durden or something. It'd be like some weird ass character that he could just put in so he could say, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
and no one's
I
gonna know.
It'll be Connor Hawk. That's it. That's my bet.
I
Connor
love,
Hawk.
I
Connor
love
Hawk.
Connor Hawk.
For no
Connor Hawk
reason.
is good.
I can see that. Moving away from Snyder for now.
We can
Ja-
never move away from
James
Snyder.
Gunn is rumored to be making another DC project when he's done with the Peacemaker show and the Suicide Squad, and that project is apparently going to be a Krypto movie. Like
Where did you
Krypto the
hear this?
Superdog. I can't remember where I
Wow.
heard it.
A few
That's
people reported on this. It's not just
Really?
one source. Yeah.
Nah.
He's got to
Yeah.
make Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, he's obviously doing that.
So what? He's gonna make
Before.
Krypto in 2020.
I used to like Krypto the Superdog, the show as a kid. I mean, looking back at it as the weirdest animation, but I used to like that as a kid. I don't know
I
what
don't-
year that came
I-
out.
I
Maybe like
think they could
2006,
do-
2007. I remember
I mean,
liking it.
well,
as a kid.
aren't they making an animated Super Pets movie? Like they're making that movie.
Superman movie.
Super Pets. They're making like an animated
they
Super
are,
Pets
but-
movie.
oh,
So
yeah, they
what,
are.
they're gonna make a live action Krypto? What the fuck?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna tie in
All this
gonna be,
Superman
what's it
announcement.
called?
Henry must be back.
into the
What's it
Super Pet verse. Hell
But
Yeah,
yeah, nothing
Underdog.
really to say on it. Blue Beetle movie is actually in development with an actual director attached. So unlike most DC movies that are announced,
That's
that don't have
awesome. I
anything
can't wait
attached.
for that to
I-
release
I-
in 2035.
Like 4 months ago, maybe a little longer, 6 months ago, I was looking at the first appearance of Jaime Reyes, and I was like, I feel like that would be a good investment with all like the Miles
No,
Morales.
as
hype.
Hunter
I
would
feel like
say, Jamie Reese or something.
Oh, gosh.
Probably, yeah.
He'd kill it.
Probably.
I thought like, you know, that's a good book because he's like, you know, DC's attempt at like Miles
I think they're
Morales,
trying
right?
to.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
I think
their
they
side
try
of
to
things.
prop him up as like their.
as the Miles Morales
representation, yeah.
equivalent. Which I was like, damn,
It's
that
not
issue could be
sideways.
worth something. I didn't buy it, and now I feel stupid because now it's worth more.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are
it's
stupid.
already going up.
For that and other reasons.
However, do you think this movie is actually going to happen?
Yeah.
in like a
I think
decade.
this one will happen.
I kind of do too. The fact that there's
I think they want
a
their
director-
brownie points. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually DC announces a lot of movies. There's still
Yeah.
the Deadshot movie coming out apparently. Most of them don't seem to happen, but this is one of the few that could.
Yeah, Black Hawk. Remember when they were talking about that Black Hawk movie? by
Yeah,
Steven
that's
Spielberg?
nobody
Sure.
cared.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
if.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
You know, we say that Joker did come out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, as JD
Yeah.
falsely.
Hey, you
I said that at the thought that it would be a Jared Leto Joker movie, which at that point,
Okay,
a
calm
fair
down. Go have
assumption.
your bloody juice and read your Flash 10, you big crybaby. Fucking hell. Shoot.
Flash 110. You keep getting the numbers wrong.
What did I say?
You said Flash 10. The numbers, Harper, what do they mean?
Do you
I thought
imagine
I
if you
said
had Flash
110.
10?
No, you said 10.
I really
Play it
thought I
back.
said
Play
110.
it back. Run it back.
Play it back.
Uh,
It was definitely
Yep, I was
Flash.
right, just as I thought.
I can't.
Don't play
I
it.
can't.
No,
Okay, yeah.
don't play it back.
But
The recording,
it'll
delete
take
the
you
recording.
5 minutes to set up, and then I'll go, oh yeah, I did fuck up. Cool.
Anyways, after that, Blackfire we got a first look at Blackfire for Titan
Yep.
63.
Who cares?
Yeah.
All right,
They're
that's
doing it.
Anyways, looks like the Starfire suit, but a different shade.
Move
So,
on.
Now into Marvel news. The Fantastic Four rumors were false. There's rumors that Jennifer
People are
Lawrence was
just-
going to be playing
Yeah,
Sue Storm.
why the
Yeah.
hell did people think that was ever going to be true?
I don't know
People
where
got
that was even
so
reported.
mad, and I'm like,
People got
this is
so
like
mad. I think people just like. I mean, obviously they like to be mad, but it's just there must be a guy churning out rumors that he knows are going to be negative.
Yeah, it's like we got this covered. They're just like,
Yeah.
we'll say this, and people will lose their shit because they hate Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, but she was
Yeah,
rumored to
next
be
Ezra
casted
Miller's
as
going to be Reed Richards.
Sue Storm, and then people got angry, and Marvel even came out and said, "We are just starting to look at scripts. Like we have not even thought about
Yeah.
casting yet. Like
Yeah, we have no
auditions
idea.
haven't even started yet. So yeah, it's not true." We got our Spider-Man 3 title. A few fake ones first, and then the actual one, which is I forgot to write
No
down.
Way Home.
No way out.
No Way
Oh,
Home. Thank you.
I said
No
no, way out.
way,
That's the
Jose.
Walking
Do you guys
Dead
do you guys like the title?
I actually
like
do,
it.
yeah. I think it's better than Far From Home. Far From Home sounded so janky to me, but No Way Home, I don't know, sounds
Yeah.
better.
I think it sounds good.
in theaters this Christmas. And
I
then
think
there's,
this
like,
is gonna be the
whiteboard
last-
of all of like the other ideas and
mm.
whatnot.
Which they had
Yeah.
home worlds like crossed through. I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
It
which is
says
like, oh,
boring.
well. I feel like this will be the last home title. I think.
Well, yeah,
well,
I mean,
I
it's
think
the
it'll
last-
be his last.
It's technically his last Spider-Man movie. He said
Yeah,
he's
it's
not
his last on
contracted
his
after this.
he's
contract.
gonna get another contract.
Yeah. Well, you know what could happen, and I was talking about this with my roommate.
Good Lord,
Jesus.
man.
And I said what they could just do is if they open up the multiverse, they could just kick him out of the MCU and into the Venomverse.
Oh,
And
great.
I think they could do that. I think that was what they were going to do
Yes,
when
the
like the plan. You remember when the plan or like the when Marvel Studios and Sony called it quits or whatever 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that was their plan, was to throw him at Venom.
Yeah, I think so.
But
too.
now I don't know, because apparently he's. I remember them saying that he's going to be in one more big team up.
I
Yeah,
heard
he
that
apparently
too,
did
but
have
he-
a contract for another team up. This is his last solo.
Maybe this
movie for
counts
this
as the
contract.
team up.
Well, he had so his contract said he had
Daredevil.
one more.
Or maybe he did it because he filmed it for something else that we don't know.
It said one more team up and one more solo film. This is the solo film, but he still has another team up technically.
Maybe he's in Doctor Strange too.
He also did an
Yeah, he could've
interview
filmed something.
today as of recording saying that Sony and Marvel Studios are actually like they're way better now. They worked out a way better deal and they're no longer like
they kiss, they make
Well, then there's possibility for them to keep him in the MCU. Then that'd be cool.
I say they like just shoot his character in the head in the start of this next one.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
completely
and then what's it
you want
about?
Punisher to shoot him like Civil War
It's
style?
about
who
like-
cares?
it's
Who
about
cares what it's
Zendaya
about?
and Ned.
Craven solo movie. Yeah, it's just it's
Oh yeah, I
Zendaya
forgot
and
about-
Ned.
we're getting a Craven movie too.
yeah, apparently.
Apparently
Are
they
we?
want Carl
Oh,
Urban.
That's right,
Yeah.
Carl Urban.
Did I say Kyle Urban? I don't even know what
Kyle.
Carl Urban
that's his,
is
like
like
that's like his
great-
incel cousin
great
that's
man.
on like 4
I said. Kyle
channel.
Urban. Yeah.
That said the Joker quote with the society.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people like trash or
On,
joke.
unironically worships Joker Jesus.
I feel like Marvel Studios should have some rights for Spider characters because, like, Sony obviously they own the Spider-Man characters. Why does Sony own Spider-Woman? She has like nothing to do with Spider.
Well, because her name is Spider.
yeah,
yeah,
but
it's
she's
probably
more of
that's
like
it. I
a
mean,
cap.
they
she's
also
more of like
own-
a Carol Danvers supporting character, if anything. I find like she has nothing to do.
But they sold the rights. Like they sold the rights to
Okay,
Well,
any-
yeah, I guess that is interesting. I mean, it's a bit the same question with like Quicksilver and Wanda for the Fox and the Avengers.
That's true, but there's also characters like Miles Morales. Why
Well,
does
I'm
he belong to
sure-
Sony? He
I'm
was
sure
created
because he's a
2001.
Spider. He's
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
but he was made way after that deal.
But he's like a Spider-Man character.
He is, but
Like the Fantastic Four, they owned Black Panther for a long time because he was technically a Fantastic Four character.
no,
Fox.
that's right. Yeah, that's
So-
right. I feel
I
like
forgot what I
they'll
was
work
gonna
out a
say.
deal where the Sony will be like, okay, we'll develop
I was.
these ones over here, but Marvel, you can have Peter Parker. So
I think they'll give
I've
Marvel
always
Miles.
said that I don't know why Sony didn't try making movies like instead of announcing like Craven and Madam Web and all that. Why weren't they announcing like Ben Riley or like Miles Morales or different like Miguel
Other
O'Hara?
people that
Like,
wear the mask.
why not try different Spider-Man movies? Because I think they.
I
would
mean,
be
we're getting
very popular.
Morbius with Jared Leto.
With Joker Jesus.
I watched that trailer
Mobius
again
Jesus?
yesterday.
I
For
completely
the first time
forgot.
since it came out. My goodness, what a shit show!
Dun, 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 dun,
Murderer.
dun, dun, dun,
The
dun.
fucking Raimi Spider-Man suit from the PS4 game.
Yeah,
Yay.
you just
What the
pasted on
fuck
a
was
fucking-
that? I really was like, when you see a leak and you're like, that's gotta be
That
fake.
looks
like,
fake,
Not even
yeah.
like
It's
not even like
so-
in like a
yeah.
comical way, but in like a there's no
It's
way
just
this
Jared
is real.
Little walking with the PS4. Like
Who
it's kind
took
of
that
like
picture?
remember when we got our first look of Venom? Oh, Sony was like
Yeah.
hyping everyone up, like here's your first look of Venom, and it's just Tom Hardy walking across
Yeah, it was
the
like
street.
a trailer. It was like a trailer for like a disease. Like that's what a disease movie
It was before the trailer. It was the first official look, and Sony was hyping everyone up like,
Yeah.
on this day you're getting the first look of Venom, and it's just a picture of Tom Hardy in like sweatpants. it's like, all right. It's like, yeah, that's Eddie Brock. No, it's Tom Hardy. Kevin Feige did an interview recently saying, and in that interview he did say that there are a few Disney.
Is anyone else surprised that he pronounced it right? Anyone?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
was shocked. My jaw dropped.
When I said Feige, my heart skipped a beat. Like
I was
All,
so
all those
proud.
tidbits
Oh
are doing
my
some
God.
good for you.
it is. I should have another.
That's the
Anyway,
curse.
Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige says that Disney Plus shows will hopefully get second season. Some of them have plans for second season. Some of them don't. Some of them are just gonna be one and done. He did say anything's possible when asked if WandaVision will get a second season. However, I feel like WandaVision is one of the shows that will be like just one season and that's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But shows like Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, I could see those getting second seasons. He did
I
say
think I could definitely see Ms. Marvel getting the second season. I think
Yeah.
Kamala is going to be like one of their forces moving forward.
for sure. But at the moment, they said no real plans, but he learned to never say never. Also in the interview, they asked if any of the Netflix characters will be coming to the MCU again, and he again said, like he always has, never say never kind of thing.
Mm.
So not much is known.
He needs to teach Tom Holland how to interview because he literally gives the same answer every time, and that's how you give nothing away. Just
I
give him
still
the same answer.
sometimes think back on that interview with him and Amy Pascal from Sony, where she's just like, yeah, and our upcoming projects are set in the MCU, and Kevin
yeah.
Feige's just like freaking the fuck out. He's like, no, they're not.
Have you heard the rumor that Daredevil's going to be in Secret Invasion?
What?
What? No.
That's a rumor I heard. I
Imagine if
think
he was a Skrull.
going forward that I think there's a very high chance going forward that if he's in Spider-Man 3, which apparently he's confirmed to be, I think there's a very high chance that he just joins the MCU as a recurring character.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
I think so too.
I think like if any of those characters
Possible.
are staying, they're doing Daredevil.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're not gonna keep they're not gonna just be like in our main Netflix character Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, yeah.
Yeah, like they're not. It's gonna be Daredevil.
Yeah, he was.
And then
the
there's
more popular
rumors that
one.
Jessica Jones and She-Hulk. Like I think they will find a place for these characters.
I
Well,
think so
I
too.
still think, like, I mean, if you look at
still
Kevin
think-
Feige's comment,
I still think.
In Demon in a Bottle issue 108.
Kevin Feige, whenever he talks about
120.
the shows, that was the joke.
He was making fun of
dickhead.
himself.
I know. As soon as I said it, I went.
Why
"Shit."
did you do it? Are you not the irony fucking
Yeah,
sarcastic
as soon as I
guy?
said it, I looked down and I went, "What did I just do?"
Damn it,
Why
Duck
did I
Boy.
do that? But like, yeah, whenever Kevin Feige talks about like the Netflix shows, he never rules me. He never goes, "They're not canon." Like his biggest statement was around Infinity War, and he went, "Yeah, look, like we're in the same universe, but they're in their pocket doing their thing, and we're in ours doing the other." So it's not like he's never ruled it out. Like it's always been
Yeah.
a possibility, and like it would be just so simple for him to go like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, it's that." There,
But at that
Daredevil's
point,
there. Who gives
I
a fuck?
wonder at what point does he stop tying the things into the MCU though? Because then people are going to be like, "Oh my god, we're going to see Cloak and Dagger again? Are we going to see?"
Well, I think it's only the Netflix
Runaways
characters that he's
again?
really talked about. Because
I wonder if they're ever.
Well, the Runaways ones he did, like he said, he's like that show is because they were like, oh, what about the Doctor Strange ties? And he's like, well, no, ours was just like a reference, but Runaways has the actual version.
It's canon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Even in Cloak and Dagger, which is a free-form show set in the MCU, that's the first ever connection between the Netflix and the movie universe. Because someone says, the only people that matter these days are the Rands and the Starks, like people like them, and they mentioned
Yeah.
Danny Rand and Tony Stark. Like that's the
Well,
only
there's like
in
small.
Cloak and Dagger is like the only time you get that.
I mean, you
connection.
could draw lines through them all, like, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. having tech that was in, like, they had, like, hammer tech and
But I think
shit
that was
like
definitely more intentional. I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. crossed over at points.
No,
like,
but I
with
mean,
the
like, the
storyline.
thread all ties to, like, if you want to get into, like, you know, no one's ever said outright, but no one's ever said against it. But you can go, well, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is because, like, Agent Carter is, and because, you know, Jarvis is in Endgame, which was, like, that was like the second biggest thing that I gasped at in the cinema when I saw Endgame. When I saw Jarvis, I looked to a buddy of mine and I went, oh, "It's the one from Agent Carter." This show that I liked, but I didn't love. But the fact that he was in there, I was just like, "That's amazing."
That's a connection, yeah.
Yeah, and you could draw that line to then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to Luke Cage and then Luke Cage to all the Netflix shit. Like, it all ties together. I've never understood people being like, "Oh, they never like cross over," and I'm like, what
they don't have to.
Need to
see Iron Man flying in the streets in Daredevil? Like, how stupid would that be?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Well,
the start of Daredevil is them talking about the incident in New York and like seeing pictures of the fucking Hulk, like a still frame from that movie, and the Leviathan from the Avengers on top of a building. It's very clearly this is set there, but we're doing our own thing.
At certain points in those Netflix shows, it just felt like they were trying their hardest to avoid. Like, there's no way
they wanted to.
Luke Cage will say,
"Oh,
the big green dude and his crew." You know, they're called the Avengers, bro.
Yeah.
He just blew up Sokovia. Like, you know what I mean? You know what they're called.
That was the weird thing, because in Daredevil, he's like, "You can put wings on my helmet, but it doesn't make me Captain America." Like, he says Captain America.
Yeah.
And then, like, in Luke Cage, like, they have like the song where he's like, "There ain't no Iron Man gonna come and save us all." But then Jessica Jones is like, "Go talk to the big green guy or the flag waver." I'm just like, say their fucking names. Like,
I buy her not knowing.
Captain America, the flag waver.
I kind of buy her not knowing, though. I kind of buy her not caring, at least.
Yeah, I suppose. But like, it's easy. Like the big green guy. Like,
Luke Cage would know. I think Luke Cage would think Hulk is cool.
Yeah. I did too.
The big smashy
guy.
The
big green guy, yeah.
But wait, would he though? Because the Hulk fell on Harlem and like destroyed half of it.
I forgot about that. That's still canon to the MCU.
Like he said, I broke Harlem.
that is a good point there. I think with
maybe not.
Shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Runaway and Cloak and Dagger, you could just say, yeah, these are connected, and that's fine. But for the Netflix
they were gonna make that new
characters,
Warrior show as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people are like, we don't need to see them cross over. Bigger characters like Luke Cage, who is an Avenger, that would be nicer to see team up with these bigger MCU movies. It'd be nice to see Luke Cage in the next team up movie because he is an Avenger. But in the end, the Runaways aren't. So
also, all of those actors are good though. Like even even Finn Jones, like he wasn't given a lot, but if you look at him in Luke Cage season 2, you're like, oh, there's Danny.
I think
that's the character.
I've always said that I think Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage, like they cast those as perfectly as you possibly could. Those are the best. That's like those are like Downey level castings for those characters.
Well, I know people who are like, oh, Mike Coulter's like Luke Cage. He's just so boring. I'm like, he's good. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, he carries that show.
Perfect.
Even he looks just like Luke Cage.
He looks just like Luke Cage.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
From like the cheekbones,
like
everything.
Scary.
He looks just like Luke
I guess
Cage.
the only thing that threatens the continuity is Blade now. But
does it though? Because he was a villain for 7 episodes and he died.
I mean, they also did it already. Fucking what's his name?
Age of
Cottonmouth's sister. is a different character in Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War.
Miriam Sharp. Like,
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, she's the one that like goes up to Tony and is like, "You killed my boy.
You killed my son."
The only thing, though, those are 2 minor characters that don't really even have names.
Yeah, exactly.
Compared to
them. They've already set the precedent.
But like, does it matter when one of the lead Avengers was Edward Norton and now he's Mark Ruffalo? Like,
speaking of Ruffalo,
fucking Rhodey went from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle.
And they just recast Cassie.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter.
Why did they do that?
Well, that was a weird one. Yeah.
And the actress who plays her in Endgame didn't even know. She found out.
Yeah, I think it's just because the new actress Catherine Newton is like popular at the moment. So they were like,
I guess they probably have big plans for like Young Avengers or something. That's why they wanted Cassie to be more of a better actress, I guess. Anyways,
this is a tangent.
Last bit of live action news is Loki will be coming out June 11th.
Hell yeah.
This surprised me. I thought it was gonna be May, but
I
I
thought
don't
it was gonna be
remember.
May too.
Because at first, because they announced the Bad Batch for Star Wars is going to take over the slot. Because at first I was thinking, how are we going to get a Marvel show and a Star Wars show same week at points? Like that's going to be a bit
That's
much.
probably why. It's probably
yeah,
right
they're
when Bad Batch
spacing it.
ends, they're gonna.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I think they're going to do.
I also thought it was because if all goes to plan, if Black Widow releases start of May, they probably want Black Widow to be what everyone's talking about for a month instead of everyone talks about Black Widow for a week and then nobody talks about it because Loki's out. They probably want to just.
Yeah, well, I think people are going to be over Black Widow immediately anyway.
Yeah,
I think we're already over it, and it's not even out yet.
Yeah, I think we'll be like, hey,
sad,
Taskmaster
man.
was pretty cool.
Or he wasn't. If he sucks.
Or he wasn't. Yeah.
What if this movie sucks and we're just like, God, this is what we
No,
waited for?
I
You just
think it'll
release
be
it on Disney.
good.
Plus.
I think it'll
No,
be.
I think it'll be good
perfectly
too.
Fine.
I think it will too. I'm just saying, what if it's just the worst?
What if it's the Snyder cut of the MCU?
Oh, but then there'd be people defending it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then you'd have people saying it's like the perfect thing, a perfect adaptation of
Yeah,
books
true.
they've never read.
Only one bit of comic news, which Harper told me about before recording. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. We want to talk about that because I don't know what it is.
No, I don't care. I mean, cool. If you're a Supergirl fan,
No,
what
I
is it?
don't care.
It's a new title coming
it's
to
just
DC.
an ongoing
It's
title,
rumored.
Infinite Frontier. Yeah, it's just a new
Rumored, yeah.
Supergirl title.
I read Supergirl Rebirth, and I didn't think it was very good. So hopefully this is better.
It's a funny title though, like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Just call her Superwoman if you want to. Like that's what she's called in Future State, is she
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Is
Just
she
call her
not?
Superwoman.
Well, also
Very
Superwoman
serious. Is she not?
They're doing the.
Is she not? God damn you!
Why did I forget
But
that?
like
They're
name
doing-
it
oh, right, they're doing-
Superwoman, Hero of Tomorrow, or some shit. Like
Yeah, true. I think it's because they're doing Crime Syndicate at the same time, and Superwoman's a villain in that book. So maybe they just don't want that.
Crime Syndicate. Are people clamoring for that book? I know you are, Hunter, right? Because
I'm gonna read
I don't
it.
know, something's wrong with you. But
Yeah,
do people care about the Crime Syndicate?
I do. I like
No,
them. I think
people
they're
don't
pretty
care.
cool. I've read most of their appearances. I think. So.
you and Roy.
You and Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comics came out. Only.
Wait,
Oh,
no, wait,
four-
Book Club.
Oh
Book
yeah.
Club.
Oh yeah.
Idiot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
idiot.
jeepers.
Yeah,
Oh,
stupid
oh
tidbit.
jeepers. Oh jeepers.
Sorry.
Shut up.
So,
Tyler, you want to take it away?
Sure, yeah. So we talked last time I was here about our comic book club, where one of us presents a book and the rest of us have to read it. And today I've asked everyone to come with their books that they would like to present to the crowd ready.
Oh,
And then
don't have
I
that
think
one.
what we'll do is we'll have people vote on who goes first.
Yeah. So
and
the
then
listeners.
from that point, it'll be like, if I went first, then it'll be whoever goes next, and then whoever goes next. And we have to read the book that whoever puts down.
Yeah, so we'll make a post when this episode drops, probably. I mean, you could vote
So
in
you
the
could vote in
comments.
the comment
of-
section. Yeah.
Add a hero story on Instagram. Hey Harper, you want to make that post?
I wasn't listening. What'd you say?
Come on.
Harper, do you want to make the book club post? Because after
You
the
make
episode-
pretty posts.
I
you
would
make really-
love to make a book club post. Probably won't happen today.
What about tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do it tomorrow.
Okay, but by then the episode will be. So if you're listening to it, check a hero story Instagram. If it's not up, message Harper. Make sure he's alive. Make sure he's
Look
breathing.
like we sleeping.
Maybe we should put a poll on someone's story.
Oh, we'll do it on the hero story.
Okay.
Or story.
Hero story.
And put another colon in there.
God.
So does everyone know what book they're gonna?
Yeah.
I have two, but one you know about.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
Well, are we presenting just a ton of books, or should we present?
Well, I have one. I've narrowed down my two. To
Yeah, I
one.
thought we were just narrowing it down to one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Oh,
2-1.
that's easy for me. Well, you
Save
guys
for-
already
save for
know.
next one. We want
I
this to
think
be a
all of
reoccurring thing.
I think all of you have bought Armor Wars at this point, have you not?
JD, when I bought Armor Wars, JD told me that I should be the one to say we should do it for the book
I
club
just
instead of
wanted you to
you,
steal
just
his
to piss
thunder.
you off.
Yeah,
and I
you
thought that
steal
was
his thunder.
bastard.
I thought that was so funny, but I knew
That
that
is
it
funny.
would be I was like, I can't lead a talk on Armor Wars.
Okay, so
I'm
how,
getting
it
through
would
it,
be
though.
it would be pretty amazing. though.
I'm
How
actually
about-
getting through it finally.
how
so.
about give a summary of
Yeah.
Armor Wars, just in case people don't know what it is.
Armor Wars is a Disney Plus series coming starring Don Cheadle. It's about what happens when Tony Stark's technology falls into the wrong hands. So, well, the comic book story is about his like data, I guess you would say, being leaked, and then a bunch of supervillains using his tech to create battle suits, and Tony going out. It's fun because it's a lot of world hopping stuff. He travels around the world pretty much stopping at nothing to like get his tech back and stop people from using it for the wrong reasons. It's, oh god, I guess I can't say too much without spoiling it, but when I say he will stop at nothing, that includes, you know, fighting villains, fighting, you know, the rules of certain countries that maybe don't want him coming in and causing chaos, and maybe even some superheroes that are frowning upon the way he's going about this. But his personal drive to, you know, make amends for his technology causing harm in people's lives is what's propelling him forward, and he will stop at nothing to end the Armor Wars.
If I could say, I've been reading it because I have the trade. I finally bought it, and I'm
Well,
up
you've been
to
reading
Armor
the
Wars
prologue,
finally.
and
I'm finally up to Armor Wars, and if anybody,
is it not night and day?
It's very good, yes.
Yeah,
but if anybody
right.
wants any more convincing on his side, Stiltman's in it. So.
Oh,
No, man.
souls. Everyone's gonna vote for that now.
Tyler was reading the prologue to it. Like, if for you guys just to read the Armor Wars.
Yeah, well, I got the epic
25
edition. I got the
to
one you always talk
232.
about, Stark Wars.
And make sure you read 232 because that's the like epilogue, and I think it's the best issue.
Is it just the regular Stiltman, or is it like Turks' Stiltman?
No, it's regular Stiltman.
It's regular Stiltman.
It's no Turk Barrett, baby.
Sorry.
Unfortunately.
Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, Tyler was reading the prologue and he's like, this is rough. And I was saying, like, you know, because
Yeah.
these days, the last couple years, all I read is pretty much like 80s and 90s books, like, because I just filling in my back catalog of knowledge. And for me, because I'm doing that so constantly, I get in the rhythm of it more. But even then, if I take a break, I feel like I'll come back and read an 80s book and I'll be like,
yeah, well, it's a
scatterbrained
lot of
compared to modern.
it's a lot of Tony Stark sits in his den thinking
Yes,
about
there's a lot of
thinking about
that,
the guilt
yeah.
that he's, you know, and I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
but also
You know?
Tyler is the kind of person who's like, all right, I'm going to read everything from like 2000 till now. So his modern knowledge is just
Yeah.
like, that's what you know more than anything.
I know, yeah. I like the pacing. I said a couple of days ago. It's like pacing in comics from even as early, like from 2000 till now. I think they've perfected it.
Yeah,
But like before
exactly.
then, you could tell when a book was from.
So for JD and Hunter, don't read the pro. Like, it's fine. It's just part of Michelini and Layton's run, and it's good. But like, Armor Wars is like a movie in the set of this run, if that makes sense. Like, I think Tyler would probably agree that it's like, you're like, oh, okay, here's some fun adventures. Tony's fighting some B-list
Ghost,
villains in like it. Yeah, he's
Spy
fighting
Master
Ghost.
zip through the wall.
The Ghost issue is pretty good. The Spy Master stuff, fighting.
But
like,
yeah,
you know,
from what I've read
okay.
so far, the main
Elbow
Armor Wars
Town.
story is like actually good. So
yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Armor
it might
Wars
be,
coming to
it might be it might be a predictable choice because I said it before, but I want everyone to read The New Frontier.
Oh, yeah. I never read
yeah,
it.
that's a
That was
great choice.
How long
it's
is it?
long. Okay,
It's like
it's
450
probably
pages.
Watchmen length, to be honest.
Oh, so like 12 issues around there?
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not issue. It's like three
it's just one
books, I
book.
think.
Oh, is it?
It was three. It came out as 3 or 4 books, but it's one big collection now.
Okay.
It's under Black Label. You can get it, and it comes with like the concept art in the back, and there's fucking annotations by Darwin Cook on like where he got the era inspired stuff from. It's incredible.
There's also the backup
The new
stories, which
edition.
is like, you know,
yeah,
like
the backup
things going
Darwin
on in
Cook
the
stories, and
universe.
there's also like behind the scenes on the animated movie in the book. It's great. It's
You want to give
I want
a
everyone to read Armor
summary
Wars,
of what
or
it's
Armor Wars.
what it is?
The New Frontier. All right, well,
It's just in your head now, isn't it?
yeah, The New Frontier was a book written. I almost said written and directed, written and drawn by Darwin Cook,
Coming to
and
Disney.
it's about the DC universe set in the 1950s. So when these characters debuted, like let's say Barry Allen, it was in the 1950s, and so he's taking those characters at that time and putting in, you know, the kind of political Cold War era America through these classic characters. So it's, you know, 50s Batman and 50s Superman and 50s Flash, 50s Hal Jordan, who's the main character,
Wonder
50s
Woman.
Martian Manhunter, 50s Wonder Woman, yeah, all that, and it's like a love letter to the what is that, the Silver Age.
But it's also not
books.
goofy too. Like,
Well, yeah, it's
never
very responsible as well. Like
Yeah.
it is goofy in the sense that it's
Oh well,
these
the
very
captain
larger than life characters,
won't
but it's
say-
responsible with taking care of like issues at the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't ignore things, which I really appreciate.
No, it gets really, really dark.
It gets really dark.
It's actually a good balance because you'll have something super dark, and then you'll have like the Flash, which is like a fun.
If I could describe it, and this is how I've heard it described, and I kind of agree, it's like if you had Watchmen but with DC characters.
Yeah, except probably not as dark.
Yeah,
Do it.
Like, okay,
Do it.
there are things in it that are dark, but it's not as bleak where you're reading it and you're just like, oh, Jesus.
yeah. I mean, it ends on a hopeful note.
The Snyder
It
Cut is
does.
actually DC Frontier by Zack Snyder. He's
Oh,
adapting
Jesus
it.
Christ. As
Can
if
you
he's gonna
imagine
read
if he
that.
did a live action New Frontier movie? I'd cry. I'd be out this window.
Damn.
The comedian style.
All right, JD, you want to go next or me?
I'll go next. Mine's probably a predictable book because Harper made fun of me for it for weeks before he ever even debuted on Hero Story. I'm pretty sure Tyler and Harper have read it, although I've never confirmed.
I
this.
haven't. No, I still have not read it. I still
Oh,
have
you
not
never read it? Okay, that works.
Nope.
Superman's Secret Identity. It's
Yes, I've
neck
read
and neck
Secret
with my
Identity.
favorite
Take a
Superman
drink.
book. I love it. I love it. I love
I've
the
read
book.
Secret Identity. Secret Identity is fantastic. It's
It's
not
fantastic.
long
Kurt-
either. Fucking read it.
Yeah, it's short. Kurt,
Yeah, well, I'm
Kurt
gonna read it
Busiek.
for a book club.
Kurt Busiek
Stuart Immonen.
wrote it. I don't remember who did the art.
Stuart Immonen.
Oh yeah, it's great book. Basically, it's a guy on our Earth named Clark Kent in a world where Superman exists, and he's like an old Golden Age comic, and everyone makes fun of him that his name's Clark Kent, and then one day he gets Superman powers, and how does he react in the real world with his Superman powers? You'll have to find out.
Huh, okay.
That's a
Interesting.
good
It's a
little
really cool
pitch.
book.
That's
It's very
not
good.
what I thought at all. Am I the only one who hasn't read it then?
I haven't
don't
read
think
it either.
Hunter's read it.
No. I haven't.
Hey, it's good that
They
we
did a
all-
Batman version as well.
Yeah.
I literally just read the Batman one a few months ago.
Creature of
It's
the
very
Night.
good. It's very
Yeah,
good.
I read that one as
Huh.
coming in. That was pretty good as well.
Yeah, I haven't read any of those suggestions, so this is good. Okay, my
Dark Side
suggestion.
War.
Dork Side War.
What is it?
Because everyone's read that, I'm actually going to save that for another time.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not
yeah,
everyone listening, but you guys have all read Dark Side War. This one,
Yeah,
I know
unfortunately.
JD hasn't read. Tyler has. I don't know if Harper has. Thor: The God Butcher. This
Mm.
is the
No.
first Jason Aaron Thor arc. It's about Gore the God Butcher, who's going to be the main villain
Well-
for Love of Thunder.
Shouldn't you do God Butcher and God Bomb, like those 12 issues?
Well, I mean, we could if you want. I was just thought we were just doing one story. That's why.
oh, because
I mean,
because
technically we have
God
like
Butcher.
a month. We have a month to read it. I mean,
God
so we're
Butcher
doing these,
is
like,
the
monthly
first
things.
trade, but the story concludes in God Bomb. And that's like 12 issues. It's two
yeah,
trades.
because the first one's 5
God
issues,
bomb,
and the next
God
one's
Yeah.
bomb,
But I would
Okay,
read the entire Gore story, right?
Yeah, sure. We'll just
Yeah.
do God Butcher and God Bomb. It's basically about
It's
this
very good.
this alien who hates gods. They explain why in the book. I won't say why, but he basically wants to.
Biggest
You
fan.
have a Mjolnir too?
Yeah, I'm the biggest fan of Thor.
Well, basically, Thor finds out that there's this guy butchering gods across the galaxies, and he's just trying to find out why. When he finds out why, he finds out the reasoning, and Gore basically makes sure that Thor fears him. Like he messes Thor up.
It's
and it-
incredible that I can vouch for every single one of your books that you've presented.
Yeah,
I can say every single one of them is a good choice.
We got to find something in the coming months that like Tyler hasn't read. We got to find his niche of like
Yeah, well, Birds
like,
of Prey.
lack of knowledge.
Yeah, or
Birds
like
of Prey by
anything-
Dixon. I'm just gonna
anything
recommend every arc.
DC from like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
That's like,
but yeah, it's a really good Thor story. I love it a lot, and it's got fantastic art too. So that's what I recommend.
Wait. Say that again.
All of that? Okay.
No, that last word. What did you say? Say that again.
What was my last word? I don't know what
It's
fantastic art.
I said. Fantastic art.
Guys, I think I've got it.
Got what?
Really, you fucking. Suck.
I get it. It's a Van Forstig reference, you idiots.
You fucking suck.
Oh,
Tyler,
I
this
got
is
it.
what I mean, man.
I
This
get
is
it.
cosmic fucking soulmates. At least Tyler. gets it.
Cosmic. What are
He
you,
didn't
Hunter?
even. He didn't even have to laugh. He just had to get it. And you dumb fucks are like, The art's fantastic.
Fantastic.
I
Yeah,
tried,
you're
I
like
tried to
Ben.
erase that from my
Okay.
memory.
Do you want to redo that, Harper?
Oh, well, you got to say.
I know.
Say it again. Okay. Yeah. Go.
It's got fantastic art.
Oh, cool. All right. What's next?
I knew he was gonna do that. I knew it.
I
If
think
you
it's,
wanna-
it's Thor God of Thunder 1 through 12, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can get a full collection of Jason Aaron's entire run, which is like 20 or 25 issues, which is worth it. But if you just want to read these 2 stories, it's in 2 trades, or you can just buy the single issues on Comixology. Yeah, if you want to read any of these books, feel free to read it with us. We'll be reviewing them in probably a month's time, like mid-March, I'd say. We'll announce the date eventually.
We'll let you guys vote on it first, so you can head over to a Hero Story Instagram and let us know in the comments.
Yeah, and
which one you
we'll
wanna see.
announce the winner on next week's episode, like at the start.
All
of
of
the
them will eventually be done. I would
I
assume.
was gonna say we'll end up
eventually go through
doing them
this.
all. It'll
Yeah.
just be what
then we'll
comes
loop
first.
over.
This is actually something that I hope goes on for a while because I think
Yeah.
Book Club's a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
It'll
gonna
loop over to the point where we've all read everything ever.
These are all really great comics, so we want
Ever.
this isn't just
Yeah.
the 4 of us too. We want you guys to read as well. And then
That'd
when
be
we
cool.
eventually do the book club episode, or maybe it'll just be exclusive to YouTube or something, we will.
Actually, I got an idea. We should like, if you're gonna read along, like send us like questions or thoughts about.
That's what I was
like,
gonna
stuff
say.
that we can
Oh,
read.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
chime
got
in.
to
Yeah,
invest
it,
in
should,
it
like,
better than
it should
you.
be a YouTube exclusive thing, I think. So it could be like
'Cause I'm an
part of-
alpha
one of
and
the
you're a beta
shows.
hunter.
But yeah,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah, so subscribe to a Hero Store on YouTube, and then when you read these books, say we do Armor Wars. Eventually, you guys will read Armor Wars too, and you guys could give us your thoughts or any questions or anything you liked or disliked about it, and we'll be talking about it on the show. We'll be like, "Oh, Chris Evans says this isn't very good."
Mark Walberg has opinions.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, that was the best. That was the best.
Mark
Oh, God.
Wahlberg, host of Fantasy Island, says
Oh,
this was okay.
that was just.
I'm not really much of a comics dude, but you know.
Yeah, he said I'm not really much of a comics guy, but
Should
you
we
might be
give
mistaken."
context for that or just let it go?
Yeah, no, we should. We should.
All right,
Yeah, well,
someone wanna
we have
respond?
a Timmy's chat, and a
group chat.
while ago, I think, because Hunter adds The Rock to every
To
chat.
every chat.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
Just
I'm
in
gonna add
case.
someone, and the first person I thought it was Mark Wahlberg because I thought that'd be hilarious because he's so dumb. And then I added the wrong Mark Wahlberg. I added the Mark Wahlberg who's the host of Temptation Island. That was like 3 or 4 months ago. And then was it yesterday? He responds, "Hi, not sure what this is. Not really a comic dude, but hey guys." And
We
we're
were
just
literally
like
talking like,
"What?"
oh, what did you guys read this week? Like, what are we gonna review on the
Yeah.
on the podcast? And then he just pops up. I was the first one to open it, and I thought it was Ruffalo because all I saw was Mark, and I saw his profile picture, and I was like,
Oh yeah, and then Mark Ruffalo's
holy
in
shit,
Timmy's as well.
Mark Ruffalo! Just like I was like, oh my god, Ruffalo's gonna like.
Hey,
be in the chat.
to quote him, because I have it right here, he says, "Hi, not sure what this is. I'm not really a comic book dude. Maybe you're thinking I'm Mark Wahlberg, the actor. Anyways, didn't want to ignore you. Thanks for reaching out." And Tyler immediately just replies, "Whoa."
Whoa,
yeah.
I was
That's
like,
it.
"What?" Yeah.
I just loved at the end. I went, Mark, if I could be honest here, I truly believe you're better than the actor Mark Wahlberg. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know about all that. But he's like,
definitely
the way
like
I
close,
found
yeah.
out, the way I found out was you guys made another chat that was like,
Because he didn't leave
real
the chat
Timmy's.
that we
yeah,
were
and,
in.
and you
kicked
guys were
him.
talking, and the first message was that was awkward, and I was like, "What was awkward?" And then I went over to the chat, and then I came back, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
You said,
I like how we still haven't booted him. Like he's still in the chat.
yeah, he's
Dude,
not
he rocks. Keep
leaving.
him. Yeah, keep him. It's fine.
We should
He'd
invite
be
him on the
more vocal on the
podcast.
podcast than I would.
Can you imagine if
Get
we
him
had
as-
him on?
Become as make him become a comic book fan.
Yeah, book club. But we watch one episode of
Temptation Island, yeah.
We'll be like
Director's
Temptation Island
commentary.
review, and then he will come on and
Oh,
commentate.
that would be amazing.
So what is this?
Yeah, so
We couldn't
explain
get
to me-
Chip
they can't have
Zdarsky, but we
sex?
got Mark.
Yeah,
Oh
maybe we
man.
get them
We'll
both
just be
at the
like-
same time.
So in this week's news, we got the new trailer for Blank, and you'd be like, "Oh, I didn't watch it. I'm not really into the
Like,
comic."
don't worry, I'm in the same boat. I
There
didn't
was a
watch it
new
either.
Temptation Island trailer. Like, I can tell you all about that.
That's gonna be good.
Oh
We'll
fuck.
have him come on and recommend a book to us. It doesn't even have to be a comic.
What
book.
what do
It
we
can be like a
do if
super
one day The
novel.
Rock is just like, "What's up, Jodesters? I'm not really into comics," and we're just like,
Yeah, what's up, jabronis? Do you want me to lay the smack down on
What
you?
if Ruffalo? I want Ruffalo. to
"Go
respond
watch
one of
Young
these days.
Rock."
see what Ruffalo says about your voice.
Can you
Like
imagine?
if Ruffalo responded, would you legitimately send him a voice message? I feel like you would.
I'd be like, "Hey, Mark, it's me, Mark."
He'd be so confused.
He immediately leaves the chat.
I really want him to, is he in the chat?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he?
Obviously. I think you added him.
Did I?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Dang. Okay.
Mark Ruffalo and The Rock.
Hey
I was
guys, it's me, Mark Walberg.
Star-studded chat.
What if we just add a different Mark Wahlberg and he gets the notification on his phone that a
Bro,
different one was
what
added?
if we just add
I'm
all the
Mark
Mark Wahlbergs into that chat?
Every Mark
And
Walberg.
then we all say fight and we all leave.
Yeah, who's the best one?
They all send a voice chat at the same time, just going, "What? No,
No.
My name's Mark Wahlberg. I got a talking teddy bear. That's it for the news.
That was terrible.
I know.
That is his catchphrase, though,
I know.
famously.
It is.
talking teddy bear." Whoa.
Comics came out. Not a lot, but Spider-Man was
Definitely came out. Spider-Man was very
Yeah,
good, actually.
definitely
It's,
came out.
Spider-Man was
surprisingly
shockingly amazing.
It's a great cover.
Yep. This is my pick of the week. Cover of the week will be Dark Detective, though.
It's the only one I read,
Detective.
so same.
You didn't read Spider-Man?
You're holding
doesn't read
Spider-Man. I'm
Spider-Man.
talking about Spider-Man.
I said
read
Dark
Spider-Man.
Detective, and then you. Okay.
Oh no, I didn't read Dark Detective
Oh,
because
it was
who
good.
cares about Future State?
Yeah,
Fuck it.
okay.
It's done. It's dead. Bury it.
Consider this much.
That was a
Yeah,
BBS
it
line.
That's BBS line.
Jesus.
It was a lot of text, but it was a lot of meaningful text of Peter.
Yeah,
kinda
exactly.
Just kind of letting everything out, saying what he's feeling to MJ, but he's acting like he's talking to Harry Osborn. It was good. It was yeah. It was good.
Say amazing. You want to say amazing so
I
bad.
do, but I'm gonna save it for a
It was spectacular. It was the ultimate
wait,
Spider-Man issue.
Say that again.
fantastic.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm saying the issue was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was probably like an 8 out of 10 for me personally.
Yeah.
Does the end page mean anything to you, Harper?
What's the end page?
Yes, because I know what One More Day is.
But do you care?
I mean, yeah, I care in the sense that I'm like, I'm not gonna be happy.
I
for
imagine
Spider-Man.
this for you is just like backseat driving. You're watching people go, and like your reaction. I'm assuming your reaction to the spoiler alert Mephisto at the end of the issue was you going, "Oh, that's people will be excited about that."
Yeah, no, it came up and I went, "Oh, that's cool. They're actually probably gonna undo the deal. Cool."
I don't know
that
anymore.
was it.
I don't know.
And then
What
he'll be
if, so if
married
they
again.
undo the deal, will she then die?
May.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
this is the thing. If they
that
undo
would be a
the
good
deal,
way to
if they undo the deal, May's dead, Harry Osborn's dead. Like a lot of shit, because it wasn't just his identity, you know, and it wasn't just the marriage either. May went back to life, and he was living as an Avenger in Avengers Mansion, or not Avengers Mansion, Avengers Tower, and like all this shit. And he had organic webbing. Like he had a lot
it's
of.
not just like
One More Day
Peter-
took away a lot of stuff.
It's not just Peter Parker going to Mephisto. It's Doctor Strange. So
yeah, well, he's asking what's.
I
wrong
feel
with
like
Peter
we
Parker.
can maybe.
He's like, "What's going on in Westview?"
I.
That's
He could
not a
probably
spoiler.
just. Yeah, the WandaVision theories were right. It all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was.
So,
It's Evan Peters.
yeah. Doctor Strange goes to confront Evan Peters, and then Evan Peters says, "Well, nothing, I guess." In this,
Who's the
issue, but
popsicle?
I'm guessing
Says
what's gonna happen
Snoop has got a Snoop.
is we're gonna somehow get the marriage back, and that's it. You're like, May's
I don't
fine,
know, man.
Harry's
I
fine.
think they might break the deal and then start fresh. I don't think it's going to be like they break the deal and then we're back to 2005.
I have a
I
question.
think he's going to engage or get engaged.
What happens if he just proposes to MJ? Does like the world explode and their deal breaks?
Well, that's the thing is like it's very ill defined. They shouldn't be together technically.
I feel like because
Yeah.
at like issue 20 something in this run, before MJ moved to LA for a bit, he was going to go propose. So I feel like it's kind of like he can't, no matter what he does, something's going to happen.
But yeah,
to
that's the
prevent
thing
it.
is they always say that it's like
He's going to
there's
be like, "Oh, I'm going to propose," and then MJ's going to be like, "Oh, I gotta go to France suddenly to do this movie." Or
yeah. Well, the way they established it at the end of One More Day was that he woke up and he was in May's house again, and then he went downstairs and he went to a party where Harry Osborn is alive now, and then he sees MJ across there, like across at the party, and then they don't say anything to each other, and then the implication is that they can't be connected anymore. Like, they can't even be together. And then when Otto becomes Spider-Man, he gets with MJ because he's not Peter Parker.
What? Wait, what?
And then she thinks he's Peter Parker. Yeah, it's very icky.
What? Wait, what?
In Superior Spider-Man.
Do they get together?
No.
Oh, okay.
But they do have a page where he thinks about all of their memories together, and he puts himself there instead of Peter.
Oh.
And then Peter's like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're remembering my memories, but they're you." It's like,
so they don't get.
It's like remember your memories.
They don't have.
Photoshop.
They don't like hook up or anything like that.
Okay,
no.
that's.
She says,
isn't this all in the same story with the Gwen Stacy and Norman Osborn thing, or am I?
No, that's Sin's Past.
No,
that's
Superior
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's icky too.
Yeah, because they get married.
That's way more icky.
Yeah,
there's a page in Superior Spider-Man where it's Otto thinking, and it's like all the classic MJ Peter moments, but it's Otto's face.
That's so
Spider-Man writers are weird.
It was Dan Slott. Well, he said, I remember the internal monologue so distinctly because it just is weird. Where he says like, "I can't be with her now, but I've already been with her." And yeah, it's real weird, but it's exactly what Otto Octavius would do. And then he drops her off on the sidewalk, and he's like, "You know what? We can't be together," and then just fucks off. And it's like, okay,
fair enough.
What a weird story arc.
Green Goblins is a little bit worse than Norman Osborn.
Yeah, well, totally. It's absolutely. Sin's Past is just
that one is so sus though, because like it can't stop talking about like sex. It just can't.
It's Sin's Past?
Yeah, no, in Sin's Past, because he's like, I have read this.
You've read Sin's Past?
Yeah, I've read this. I read it.
You heard about it, and you're just like
2 months back. Well, I had a conversation with Gavin.
Thing.
It's like 4 issues, is it
not? But I thought you would have just read some parts.
You say 2?
I've read it too.
2 days back?
But it's like they can't stop. So it's like Peter being like, Peter's like, Gwen and I, we never got together. But that means that, and it's like that the thing is that just like Gwen's one thing is that she hooked up with Norman Osborn, got pregnant, and died, and it's like, what are you doing, man? Like,
that story is weird.
There's I've been reading.
It's
Dark
hilarious.
Avengers.
It's so weird.
In Dark Avengers, Norman's a good guy, but he's having memories of his bad things that he did. And one of the dreams that he has when he's sleeping
is
he's not a good guy.
Well, no, like he's trying to be.
He's pretending. He's not trying.
Yeah, he's pretending. But he has a dream where pregnant Gwen Stacy is holding him over the bridge. And it's like, I hate that image.
Thanks, man.
You didn't like that run, did you?
No, I didn't.
That was Diodato, though, as well.
Tyler,
he did the art.
Did you like Dark Avengers?
Do I like Dark Avengers? I love Dark Avengers.
Really? I don't think I was like.
I think a lot of it is that, and I think you'll maybe agree with me here, that Bullseye's just like the best character in that team.
He is the best character in this.
He carries the entire book.
He's funny in like a very
Bullseye as Hawkeye. He's wonderful. He's so fun.
He's funny.
And also
like
Sentry's good. I think the Sentry's very good.
Sentry's really good in that. I don't care for Ares though, and I don't care for.
You don't like Victoria Hand?
No, I don't.
You don't like Moonstar? You don't like these classic characters? Oh, fake Marvel fan here.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't like
the Dark Avengers.
Yeah, this guy doesn't like Dakin.
I do like. Yeah, apparently not. I do like Bullseye. How he just like flirts with everyone, but also complains about everyone at the same time.
Yeah.
He's just like, you gotta stop giving him these meds, Doc. You're turning Venom here into a girl, and Venom's like, no, I'm not. He's like, see?
He's such a dick.
He's like such a mean person, but in like a funny.
Oh yeah, Venom's on the team. You know, like Mac Gargan.
No, he doesn't do much. Like he threatens people on the team. Like Norman throws like Skrulls into a cage where he just goes.
He eats them, yeah.
Yeah, he eats them, and that's all he does. Because when it comes to fight, because of his meds, he gets nervous, and Norman's like, "Go home." So he goes home.
The Sentry. Not the Sentry. It's such a weird time, Spider-Man, when they made the Scorpion fucking Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what when you said Mac Gargan, I was like, is that not the scope? Like, do I not know anything about Spider-Man?
No, Scorpion became Venom. Scorpion was Venom for like for a long time. like 2004 to 2011, something like that.
I don't know.
Wow.
And then it was Flash Thompson, and then it
Yeah, I knew
was
that.
Eddie
Eddie's
again.
good. Yeah, and it's currently Eddie now. So
Yeah.
probably-
Yeah, it's not
Well,
much to
actually, it was
talk
that
about
guy
Spider-Man
in
issue.
between as well. There was that like couple issues in between when
after
Flash died,
Right,
and then yeah, which I don't think anybody cares about.
Oh
so.
yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was like a guy in an alleyway got the Venom suit or something,
And no
it was
one
like his
cared.
adventures.
And then
Yeah,
they
and then it was Eddie
realized no one
Brock,
cared,
and then
so
Donny Cates came and was like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. And just,
So then you got that cover of him
Did
being
his
like,
Odyssey.
I'm back.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
ridiculous.
Am I the
It's
only
fucking
one who read Dark
Spider-Man.
Detective?
Yeah.
Okay, it was really good.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I think it's the best.
Tyler's really on me for my accent this week.
Yeah.
I'm not even. It's not even intentional. It's just like it's like a
A
reaction.
natural
now.
reaction.
Yeah.
Dark Detective.
You know,
is-
they say it takes like 60 days for something to become a habit.
JD, did you read anything?
No, I think we've passed.
Spider-Man.
Did you read it?
Oh, did you enjoy it? You didn't say anything about it.
I was just listening to the conversation, you guys. Sometimes I forget that we're recording a podcast. Like I'm just watching it, like, wow, this is a pretty good podcast.
That happened to me
This is pretty
before.
good.
When Hunter asked me about that post, I just wasn't listening. I was too busy thinking about like other things we could do for book club. I'm like, oh, what? Oh, we could read Preacher, I guess. And then Hunter asked me the question. I was just like, oh yeah, podcast. That's right. Well, then I'm just gonna.
Sometimes I
pause.
just zone out and I'm like, wow, I'm listening to a podcast. Like this is cool. And I'm like, oh, right, I'm on this podcast.
You're just Dark Detective was really good. I give it like a 9. I thought it was a good ending. I
Oh.
like the idea of Bruce Wayne going a little crazy at the end.
Oh, did he kill?
No, he doesn't kill. He just
Ah,
goes. He
see.
just has like a mad look in his eye. And
not a real Batman if he's not snapping.
he like
necks.
drugs his roommates. So yeah,
No,
That's
no,
my
who
Batman.
hasn't?
Yeah.
'cause he's just like, man, I gotta
Hasn't.
get. He's like, they know I'm Batman. I gotta get out of here. And he goes to leave, and he looks at his roommates, and he's like, I'm sorry, and he sticks like a needle into their necks. to
Jesus.
Yeah. So it was
Bruce.
good. It was entertaining. Aquaman was also really cool. I read it 2 weeks ago because I got early, but it was good. I liked it a lot. I've had people message me that they like me talking about Aquaman on the podcast, but I don't have much to say besides it was really enjoyable, and I think Jackson Hyde is a great Aquaman, and I hope we see that in canon one day. X-Men, you read X-Men? Tyler?
Yeah, I did. Okay, so I made sure to check this, but it's issue 18, and it's a follow-up from issue 6. So issue 6, there's this thing called the Vault they find, and they send in Wolverine, X-23, Darwin, and then another guy to kind of check out the Vault, and it's gonna be like relative to them, they're gonna spend 10,000 years in there or something like that. But then so they send in the person who can heal, the person who can adapt, and like a third person that's just gonna check both of them. And then we finally
23's in this, right?
Yeah, it was issue 6 that they did that, and right now we're up to issue 18, and they finally followed through on it, and it's just their adventures kind of in this place. And so I mean it's cool. I liked it a lot because there's bigger implications here with just Hickman stuff in general.
Mhm.
Like it kind of ties into something he did back in the Ultimates, which is interesting that he's still following through on those threads. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, it's a Hickman X-Men issue. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And there's a lot going on.
Why did
Yeah.
Harper go dark mode? Is he dead?
His mic's
I muted my mic, turned off the light, went for a little nappy nap while I had to listen to some bullshit.
You know, I was very close to making us read Hawks and Pox. I just want you to read an X-Men book. I was going to do it to
make him read
to
X
you.
books.
I
Don't
thought
make
that would
me
be
read like Dark
hilarious.
Phoenix or some
No,
Claremont
maybe
era,
I
like,
will
oh.
now. Maybe I will. Maybe
I won't. I just won't do it.
You
I'll
showed
find
to
the
the
most
book club.
I'll be like,
confused-
didn't do
I'll
it.
find the most confusing X book. they can
You
find.
showed to book club, and you just act like JD when we're talking about Spider-Man.
Oh!
Don't just say he didn't say anything. That's not it.
Sometimes I just don't have much to say, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
hey, no, Hunter, back off of JD. He's my boy, all right?
That wasn't supposed to be so. I'm so
Hunter.
sorry.
Why don't you go eat 40? Why don't you go eat
it's
40
just-
Timbits and get an upset stomach? Yeah.
No, but it's
we
just
can cry again.
classic arrogant Hunter thinking he needs to run the show and attack other people on the episode.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
Imagine
didn't-
attacking other people on the podcast.
I didn't mean to offend you, JD. I'm very sorry. It was more so
Good.
meant because you were very upset. You thought you were listening to a podcast. And I'm like, oh, that could be like Harper.
Now he's making excuses. You know,
He always is. He always is. That's what an apology
JD,
is.
You don't have to
You
take
know
this,
what?
buddy. You don't have to take
don't.
this.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
Go eat a
Good.
Timbit.
Go fuck yourself.
Chocolate.
Oh no.
You're gonna cry again.
Why did I cry?
I was like, he was staring at us. He was like, I'm gonna eat this fucking Timbit.
I'm gonna eat it
He
so.
wants that Timbit.
Did you just say, why did I cry?
Yeah.
Why did you cry?
I don't know.
No, so you cried. I was like, what's
He could
going
be
on
He
here?
could be an actor. That was pretty good.
Mhm.
He
But
was. He
for
wasn't
real, though.
hashtag Roxy, but
Yeah, I was. Yeah, there was a point in my life where I did want to be an actor, and I tried. So maybe.
But then
maybe
you were,
let's go back.
yeah. Then Danny Trejo told you not to.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not fit for this universe. Or this universe. You're not fit for. You're not fit for this universe.
Hunter,
You're not
who's your
fit
dad?
for this.
What?
We were trying to
Business.
figure out the continuity of your dad because it was revealed that Mark Ruffalo isn't
Oh.
actually your dad. So who's your real dad?
Boba
You
Fett.
tell me. I thought it actually was Mark Ruffalo.
I
You were
guess
the one
that'll
who came on here and said no.
Well, I guess that's just the tease for the next issue of A Hero Story coming next week.
Wow.
Oh.
Well done.
We'll
We'll
Well
find out.
done.
We'll find out Harper. We'll find out Hunter's dad. We fucking did it. There's the bingo sheet for everybody. I thought I could go a whole episode without doing it. We'll finally find out Hunter's dad. Next
Tyler, I haven't dropped out because I got my new internet installed for like months now.
We need a new
mate.
bingo sheet.
New bingo sheet.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll make one. We'll post it.
It
Is
doesn't
that
have
where
to
we
be a
end
chore,
this?
Hunter. You can have fun with it.
Oh,
We could do another bingo
Jeez.
sheet, I guess.
I'll make the
Nice.
bingo sheet. I'll make the bingo sheet. I'll contribute something to this podcast.
Hello, everyone.
Is that Jason Statham?
Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Hello. I know you're getting to the end of the episode,
How's
so I
your
thought
dad?
I'd show up.
You feed him yet?
Have I fed who?
Your dad.
Your dad.
Your dad, the bulldog?
My dad. Oh, my dad's dead.
Oh,
I
Did-
killed him.
Take
you
him
killed
from-
you
okay.
killed a dog.
Did you take it to a hospital or a vet?
I fucking killed it. Just wait. Let me get some better lighting going. That's better.
It's such a mean thing to do.
Yeah.
Not only do
killed
you
him.
kill your dad, your dad's
Jason,
a
have
dog.
you ever played a villain? I feel like you always play like there's the.
In Fast and Furious, he's the bad guy. Shaw.
Is it?
I was
Oh,
a
yeah.
bad guy. I'm a
In
bad
Seven.
guy in real life too.
What's
'cause
it
I killed
like working with The
Rock.
Rock?
I killed the Rock too.
Oh no! Can you imagine that happened on set? Jason Statham killed The Rock. Imagine the news article. Imagine the headline: Jason Statham, actor Jason Statham kills Dwayne
Son
Rock
of
Johnson.
Bulldog kills The Rock.
The thing about street fights, the street always wins. He just kills him.
Oh god. My mum was a potato.
How did they meet? How does that even happen?
I love that laugh, Harper, because you sound like Mark Hamill as the Joker, like trying to hold back the laugh.
I can actually do the Mark Hamill Joker laugh, but I think it'd be too loud for you.
Do it to end the podcast.
You know what? Here, I'll get some music going for you.
Oh my god!
He's gonna put you in
well,
the
I have to
mood.
like build into it. It's like a.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't mind me. Just don't mind me.
Oh, it's so gonna blow out. I'll try and sit back a bit. Oh my god.
Bathroom.
How's that?
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
All right.
wasn't bad.
Well,
I can't
that's-
believe it didn't blow out.
that's
I
gonna
think
be-
we can
that's-
clip it out
that's
of
the
context
clip.
now,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
we
say
can
that's
use
gonna be the clip.
Yeah, you could use that out of context, which is great. So
Yeah.
uh,
Anyway,
Uh,
that was my Joker impression.
Oh, I thought that was Harper's Joker impression.
No, I'm a versatile actor. I was Jason Statham playing Harper, playing the Joker.
Oh, what's your role? Is it Handsome Rob?
I don't know who that is.
It's one of your roles in The Italian Job.
Fuck that movie.
I think it's not bad. I think it might be my favorite Jason Statham movie, if you count, because I know you're not the lead, but I think it's pretty good.
I was the lead.
No, I think it was Mark Walberg. It actually was brilliant.
Oh god.
All right.
This has gone on far too long.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. If you could rate it on iTunes, that's great. Oh, we got a review on iTunes.
Oh, why did we start with that review, JD?
I don't know. I'm stupid.
God. Jesus Christ.
Sorry. This one comes.
Sorry.
The username for this person is BDBXBXBXB.
Fucking hell.
Elon Musk's son.
Can you pronounce that? No, JD. I mess this up every week. I need you to pronounce that now.
Oh.
I pronounce names every week.
Yeah, pronounce it as a word. Dude.
Okay. That's the guy. What did he say?
Tyler was about to go in. Like the beat was set up. He was about to start rapping over top of it.
Oh, what did he say?
Tyler's just here like he's feeling it. Then JD stopped.
They said, hey guys, I always enjoy listening / watching the podcast. It's really fun just to listen to a few cool guys talk about comics. From mega chaotic episodes with Harper and Tyler to more tame episodes with Hunter and JD talking about comic book hunting. It's always fun to listen to the podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, was that Rap God by Eminem?
We will be.
I'm a human.
So yeah,
Oh, shit.
give us a review on iTunes and we'll read it out.
Also, if you go on Comixology, you can find the first issue of The Price a Hero Pays.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also, I still have a few trades left available. Very limited though. I'm down on my last 8. So if you want one, hit me up.
Hit
yeah.
JD up. Yeah. Okay.
And subscribe on YouTube, like and all that good stuff. And yeah, for Hero Story, I'm JD.
I'm Hunter, and thanks for being a hero.
Remember, every second is a gift. Bye.
I was in the Italian Job, I think.
End the podcast.